Yeah, no, I don't cut my own hair. I'm not like that, man.
No.
I gotta see a barber. He's gotta clean me up,
Yeah.
fade me up.
I don't like that, you know.
Oh wait, I gotta post this one.
I don't know. I don't like someone like being responsible for my hair like that.
Why?
I don't really have a good reason. I think I just feel like I've never really had like a relationship with like a barber or anything. So
You never had a relationship
with a barber, I mean like you have like the one person like that you go to like for years or something.
But you gotta start, right?
No, I tried. It's not like I've like haven't been going to a barber ever.
How do you cut your own hair?
Huh?
How do you cut your own hair?
I've got like a clipper.
Really?
I've got a really easy hairstyle too. I just do all the sides. I do around the back. I can do it in like 5 minutes.
Really? 5 minutes?
Yeah, I do it like once a week.
Wow.
I cut all my hair. I cut my facial hair. I cut my side hair. I cut my back hair. I do it all one go.
That's really impressive, man.
John's like,
That's really impressive.
Why is that impressive?
You do it in well, I mean,
maybe 10 minutes.
not a lot of people cut their own hair.
No?
No. Some people do.
Yeah, one of these days I'm just gonna go like do the whole top part too.
Like just shave your head?
Do the whole thing.
Just
Yeah.
buzz your head?
And just like from that point on, I'll just be like just the whole head, just one grade for my entire scalp.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why? Why did you start you don't use scissors?
No, like I go.
But what if your hair grows? Like, what does your hair look like? Can I see?
Yeah, you can see it. It's a big review.
Wow. Holy
It's
shit.
not that long. It's actually kind of short now. Like I got it. I got it cut like actually not that long ago.
That's why you don't cut it.
Why?
I mean, like, you don't have to cut the top.
No.
You're just like growing the top.
Yeah, I go to like a hair salon like once a year or something.
For
or like
what?
every 6 months.
For the top part?
Yeah, do the top part.
They
And then
like-
they like fix all the mistakes I make like on like my hairline and shit because like I don't do a good job all the time. So
Yeah.
and I feel like that's enough. Feels sufficient.
Wow. That's awesome, man. I wish I could cut my own hair.
I feel like you could.
Nah,
No?
man.
But you got more of like a stylized like hair. Like it looks like you kind of did like a perm. I know you said you didn't,
I didn't,
but it kind of looks like you did.
Yeah,
And so
but-
it looks like you put a lot
but I
more effort
didn't.
into it.
but I didn't.
I know, but I'm saying it looks like you did.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It kind of bothers me.
That like it looks like you have a perm.
Yeah, but I don't. You know what I mean?
You wish that you
I'm like more authentic than that.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't. You know, I'm not like.
I'm just saying like if you were like I am getting perms like every 2 weeks. I
Yeah.
don't think I would trust you like that. I won't trust that
Like as a person, right?
as a person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
That's what
artificial.
bothers me.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why I don't
yeah.
fuck with. I don't fuck with anyone who gets a perm, bro.
Is it just perms or is it like any kind of like
It's just like
style or-
they're criminals.
they're criminals? Aren't they?
They just lie. Their
That's a good
their
part.
hair is a lie. You know?
I think in general, I don't really trust anyone who like puts too much effort into like their appearance though.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Uh,
I kind of feel the same way.
you know, I
There's
feel
like a
like they're trying
line.
too
There's
much.
like there's like a line.
Yeah, obviously you have to be like clean, right? You have to like kind of like put like
Hygienic.
yeah, you'd be hygienic. You'd be like sterile and sanitized as a human being. But like, if you're like putting too much effort, it's like who are you doing that for?
You want something.
Yeah, it feels like a
You're
little
making
inauthentic.
moves.
You're trying to do something, right? You're trying to like finesse like another person with your appearance, right? I don't know. I don't really know if I believe any of that. I'm just kind of feeling it out.
I think I agree with you.
Yeah,
You're like trying to steal something from me.
yeah, maybe.
You know?
I don't know about that, but
Why is your face so clear?
yeah,
The fuck? You know?
yeah.
I feel like you're trying to steal my iPhone.
What? Is that like what you're keeping close to your chest on your iPhone? You're like fuck no.
I don't have many.
Get your hands off my iPhone.
I don't have many things.
No.
Like when I'm like traveling, it's crazy because there's always this moment where right before I leave, you know how like you want to make sure you have everything.
Yeah.
Did you forget something? Did
Yeah.
you not forget something?
Yeah.
There's always this moment right before I leave where I'm like, do I have my MacBook Pro and my passport?
Yeah.
And if I do, like
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's all.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm kind of like trying to like get to that that kind of place where like I try to like minimize the number of things I carry around at any given point.
Yeah.
Because I'm really bad with like I used to be really bad at like losing things, you know.
Like, what do you mean?
I don't know. I feel like I'm like a little scatterbrained sometimes, or like like when I was younger, I'd always be losing shit.
Same.
I'll just be leaving it behind somewhere. I'll just put it down like this. And I'll just like forget about it, and I'll just
I'm
lose
still
it.
like that now.
Yeah, I'm a little like that still, and so like I try to like just not have it. Like I try like I keep my fucking phone around my neck because like I'll lose it if I don't.
What's the story with the phone hanging around your neck?
I literally just told you.
No, I mean, like, why that thing? Like, why did you? Was it always this version of it, or did you like get a different like lanyard, or what's this thing called?
So look at this. It's got like a little clip on it, right?
Yeah.
So I keep my phone and anything else that's important that I'll lose, like my sunglasses. But like I can use
so you can like put an additional object on that?
It's like I have like a +4 carry capacity with this.
+4?
Yeah. Each of these is 2.
Holy shit.
So I can keep 2 things on each of these.
How many of those do you have on there?
Just 1.
Oh, but how's it +4 then? Wouldn't it be +2?
Each of these I can carry a few items on them.
Oh, I see,
Yeah.
I see.
They're like 2 little clips, but like I use these for everything. Like these is like when I was in Greece, right? I was in Greece like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And like I bought some like water and stuff. I clipped it on here. I bought like a sausage.
A sausage?
Just to eat later.
You clipped a sausage on the fucking thing?
It was like sealed in a bag, but it was like a really big sausage. I carried it around like on my back for a while. And actually I still have the sausage in my fridge because I'm a little worried about eating it because I was carrying it around the heat for like hours and hours.
Why don't you just throw it out?
I don't know, I still kind of feel like I should try it at least.
How long ago was this?
It's like a year and a half ago.
Yo, what the fuck are you saying, bro?
Like how long does cured meat last?
No, but yo, this story is so stupid, man. You're hanging.
Listen.
This sausage is hanging around your neck.
This is I'm telling you the lanyard, and then I'm telling you the sausage.
The sausage is hanging around your neck. You put it on this fucking lanyard thing, and then you were walking around Greece with this sausage.
Yeah, I was walking
on
around
your
Greece.
back and shit.
Yeah, I was on
you
my
didn't eat
shoulder.
the sausage.
No,
you brought it home and it's in your freezer.
Yeah, it's
and
in
that
my
was
fridge.
a year and a half ago.
Yeah, it was a year and a half. It might have been 2 years ago actually. I think it was like in the fall.
Yeah, that's probably one of the stupidest stories I've ever heard in my life, bro.
If you think I'm making it up.
No, I don't think you're making it up at all, man.
Yeah. Okay, well.
And it's crazy, like, yo.
I still have the sausage. I'll bring it here if you want. It's in my fridge.
Yo, what the fuck?
It wasn't even that expensive. It was like $3.40 or something. So I don't even know why I keep it, but it's just kind of for a little bit of a. You know.
That's crazy, man.
A little bit of a sentimental value. It was like €4.50.
Sentimental
or something.
value?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, it just
isn't it
me.
illegal to even bring it over the border?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure, but they didn't stop me.
No, but they knew you had it?
I don't know.
Well, did you pack it in your suitcase or in your bag?
No, it wasn't in my bag. I put it like I'm not an animal. Like I packed it in my luggage. I brought it home. I unpacked it. I moved it to my fridge.
Yo, there's no way that meat is safe to eat, man.
But it's like cured. How long does cured meat last?
Oh, cured. I don't know.
It's all like it wasn't like a raw like pork sausage or something. It was vacuum sealed. It's still vacuum sealed. It's cured. Like this shit lasts for like
I don't know.
Probably doesn't last for years. But
Cured
like,
meats like salami, prosciutto, and pancetta.
Bro, even years if stored properly, so I can still eat the sausage.
Yeah, but your shit wasn't stored properly. It was hanging on your fucking lanyard.
Well, for like 4 or 5 hours, but then after that, it's stored properly.
Can last for many months while open sliced meats should be consumed within a week.
Yeah, so I haven't opened it yet. I bought a
You
pack
should
of
bring
like
the sausage here. Let's grill this shit up.
If you want, I literally have this like the sausage in my fridge now. I'll bring it. I also got a pack of olives I haven't opened either, because I'm also like a bit worried about
if it's safe to eat.
Yeah, if it's safe to eat. I'll bring those if you
Yo,
want.
why don't you toss this shit out, man?
I don't know. Just in case I might want it later. I mean, have you never been in that situation where you have something of sentimental value that you don't want to throw out, like a sausage?
Yeah, but it just wasn't.
That might be good later because there's a very long shelf life because it's sealed.
It's just weird because the way we got here was asking about your lanyard thing.
Yeah.
And you hung a sausage off it. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that crazy. I think it's a very common thing someone might do if they go to like a Mediterranean country. But
really? Hang a sausage off your neck and then
or any kind of cured meat or kind of like deli product.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Is the meat in Greece good? Like, was the food there good?
I think it was pretty good. I feel like I didn't like I didn't get like the proper I stopped in like each of the islands for like a day, and
Yeah.
like not even a day. And I feel like it was like if I went there, I would probably go to like Athens, and
Yeah.
I would just like sit there for like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
I just stay in Athens because like there's a lot of like cool islands around that whole area, but it's just for like taking pictures and shit. And like unless you're going there to like touch the rocks and study them and stuff, it's like I don't
The
know.
rocks?
Yeah, like like a lot of the islands are like they're built out of like volcanic rubble because like you know,
Really?
like, of the geology of like that whole region.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean like I don't know. I think that's
What's the history of Athens? Why is that place always brought up?
I think that was like one of like the major like civilizations in that region before they formed Greece like 100 years ago, right? There's a few major areas in Greece. Like there's Athens, right? There's like Crete. Crete like was its own civilization up
Really?
until like just recently. There's a bunch of them. Like Mykonos is it's on another one of these islands. But yeah, you can see like there's a shitload of islands, right? And like I feel like the time it takes to go to each one, like you can probably spend like 50 years just like hanging out in this whole area. And like just like I was there for like a week, and like I feel like I fucked it all up because we were just going between these islands like nonstop, like bam, bam, bam.
Why do you think I fucked it all up?
Because I didn't have enough time to just like
Soak it in.
hang out, yeah, like soak it in, like think about where I am, right? Like I was reading about like the history of Crete.
Crete?
Yeah, they actually call it like I think.
How do you spell that?
Crete, but I think they pronounce it like Creta or something like that. And like you know like the name, like you know like so like that's okay. Actually, there's a few things I want to talk about.
Yeah.
But you know like how you know as an insult they call people like Cretans, right? Like
No.
fucking Cretan. That's like an old school insult.
Oh, really?
It's like old school kind of racism.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Never heard that before.
Yeah, if you search like a Cretan, maybe like some Cretans on this podcast might get offended, but that's that's a derogative term for the people of Crete because they're like idiots.
Really?
It's all on Wikipedia. And because I was reading that, because I was like, what's the connection between the people of Crete and this term? But like the island of Crete is crazy because like if you know like the people of Minoa, like the labyrinth, like the what is it called, the Minos labyrinth or something like that, you know,
Yeah.
like the labyrinth, like the myth of like the bull in the labyrinth
No.
in a maze, and
We got a
and,
lot.
and there's
you
like,
gotta break it all down.
like virgins that were sent there to be sacrificed, to be lost in the labyrinth. If you search like this is like all this stuff is, you do know what I'm talking about.
No.
I think I'm just not like describing it properly.
I maybe know if I see it.
The Minotaur.
Oh, the Minotaur.
Yeah, the Minotaur of Minos. This is
Yeah,
like Minos
yeah.
is like.
But I need a refresher.
Okay, yeah. So like, there's this there's the Minotaur, right?
Yeah.
And I think they have this animal inside this labyrinth for like according to the myth, they had him in like this dungeon, and this is like a half like it was like a. It was some kind of deity, half animal, yeah, half god or something like that.
Yeah.
And they would, there's some kind of like
King Minos of Crete.
there's some kind of pagan ritual that they would participate in to like sacrifice like youth to this, like they would say like 10 boys and 10 girls or something like every year or something to bless the crops or something like that. Yeah, what's the myth? Can you just get like a TLDR of
Yeah,
like,
at the top.
myth?
I can read this. In Greek mythology, the Minotaur, known as Asterion, is a mythical creature portrayed during classical antiquity with the head and tail of a bull and the body of a man, or as described by Roman poet Ovid, a being part man and part bull. He dwelt at the center of the labyrinth, which was an elaborate maze-like construction designed by the architect Daedalus.
Yeah,
Daedalus, and his son Icarus.
You know the story of Daedalus and Icarus, though, right?
No.
That's a good one. That's a banger of a story.
Let's keep diving in, man.
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
let me finish reading this.
Yeah.
Upon
14
command,
young noble citizens. That's what I was talking about. So they get like
Yeah.
7 boys and 7 girls, and they sacrifice them to the Minotaur, and the Minotaur eats them.
Hold
And
on.
eventually, they're like, we can't keep doing this. So Theseus comes in and just kills it.
why were they sacrificing all these people to the Minotaur?
You have to read it. I don't remember.
It says, according to the tradition, every 9 years, the people of Athens were compelled by King Minos to choose 14 young noble citizens, 7 men and 7 women, to be offered as sacrificial victims to the Minotaur in retribution for the death of Minos' son, Androgeos.
Androgeus.
The Minotaur was eventually slain by the Athenian hero Theseus, who managed to navigate the labyrinth with the help of a thread offered to him by the king's daughter.
Yeah, this is like a classic, like a children like story that they teach like
children. Is it a children's story?
Yeah, I mean, like when you're a kid, didn't you read about this stuff in like
No.
library books and stuff?
No.
About like how the guy has like the ball of yarn and he brings it through the labyrinth so he can find his way out again.
Nada.
Yeah.
No.
But the story of it's a cool story though, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's a cool concept.
It's cool that this dude was this architect. Like, who's that guy? Daidaeus?
Yeah. So Daidaeus was like his famous story is like
Is this a real? This is a myth. Yeah.
Yeah, but like like the story of like of the wing of flying too close to the sun, right, with wax wings, and so this guy and his son were like trapped in some prison for like a long period of time, and they're like,
Daidaeus and Icarus.
That's right, and they were like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
and so eventually Daidaeus develops like he gets like doves to fly to his jail cell like often enough where he can collect like enough feathers somehow. I don't know how that's supposed to work, but he collects enough feathers, he like stitches them together or something, and then he uses like candle wax that he steals from the guards or something to like put the whole thing together, and he creates these two wings, and they're in this jail cell which is like high up in a tower, so they jump out of it with the thing so they can fly back home, right? It's a cool story, it's a cool concept, and the whole moral of the story, like the whole plot line revolves around Icarus flying too close to the sun, because if you fly too close to the sun, the wax will melt the wax will melt and the wings will fall apart, or if you fly too close to the water, I think like the current was too like it will damage the wings or something. And so like the whole point of the whole concept of the story is you have to maintain like a certain middle ground between these two extremes in order to find your way home. And so Icarus he flies too close to the sun, I think, because he's too confident that in his ability or something like that.
Yeah.
And there's a name for that kind of story, for that kind of a lesson. I forgot what it's like, a moral or something. It's an allegory, right? And there's a lesson there, but that's the whole. It's a very famous story, right?
And now it's like in music and in culture and everything.
It's deeply embedded in like Western culture.
Yeah, this idea of like flying too close to the sun.
Yeah.
But then there's like other takes on it too, right? Where it's like, yeah, but I like touch the sun or something. Like it's like worth it and shit.
Yeah, there's like different ways you can swirl it around and like fuck it, I touch the sun, I don't care if I die.
It's like the wings might have melted, but you've never touched the sun in your life.
That's that may be a.
So what do you think, bro? What do you think? You think you should go for the sun, or you think like you should just balance it out? I say fuck it.
The guy died. The guy like
but he touched the sun, bro.
Was it worth it though?
Maybe.
Yeah.
We don't know. We never touched the sun.
I mean, it's a good.
Could be crazy.
It's a good allegory, right? It's a good concept to think about. It's very thematic. It's like very like concept rich, right? Where there's like so many different ways you can interpret the story. And that's a really cool thing about these old stories, because like if you look at them literally, it's like, oh, okay, he like put the feathers together with wax, and this sounds kind of like bullshit. But like if you look at it from like a very like abstract like thematic point of view, it's like there's a lot of really interesting ways you can interpret the story, right? That's the thing that's so cool about all these stories. Like even like the Minotaur story, you can interpret it in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Right. Like what the fuck was it? It literally wasn't literally a Minotaur, right? It was probably some kind of like maybe like a point of anxiety in the society or something. Some kind of abstract concept. It probably wasn't a physical thing. Maybe it was a physical thing, right? And like the sacrifice of children to appease like the society of adults. Like there's kind of interesting like thematic concepts that you can like.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, you can pull out of there, right?
It's really interesting.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's cool when that happens. Like when you like make like it's interesting because it's not just like you got to like sequence this thing together for people to be able to discuss it. Right. Like it's got to be a story.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is like interesting.
Can I package? Yeah.
What's the ramen movie again?
Tampopo.
Yeah, Robbie, can you pull up the Tampopo drinking the soup scene?
Tempo.
You didn't even watch that movie yet, did you?
No, I've just seen clips.
What's the title?
Just search on YouTube for Tampopo.
How do you spell that?
Tampopo.
Tampoppo.
But yeah, it's that movie is similar in some ways too, because it's also
drinking the soups. That's it. Ramen eating instructions. Let's watch this. No,
the
second one.
Yeah.
You gotta go back. Yeah, second one. I gotta watch this. Can we get audio on this?
先生、最初はスープからでしょうか、それとも麺からでしょうか。
最初はまずラーメンをよく見ます。
I love this so much, man.
丼の全容をラーメンの湯気を吸い込みながらしみじみ鑑賞してください。
Yeah, I wish I understood the original, because there's probably so much nuance in the language that's used, right? That's lost to the
油
translation.
に濡れて光るシナチク。
Should-
早くもコロコロ
Oh,
と
you gotta go
滑り
back.
始めたのに
Oh,
浮きつ沈みつしている輪切りのネギたち、そして何よりもこれらの具の主役でありながらひっそりと控えめにその身を沈めている
They
3
play
枚の
the
焼き
key
豚。
role, but stay modestly hidden.
さてではまず箸の先でですね、
I'm gonna eat ramen today, by
ラ
the
ー
way.
メンの表面を鳴らすというか撫でるというか、そういう動作をしてください。
So what is he doing?
Caressing
これ
the.
はど
Oh
ういう
yeah,
意味でしょう。
caressing.
ラーメンに対する愛情の表現です。
That's the thing. Like this movie, it's a really entertaining. I don't know if there's like a lesson that's as deep as like you would want it to be. I think like the point
I
of
think
the
it's
scene.
deep as hell.
I think the scene is like it's just like a
こ
crazy
の
old
段
guy.
階では
Wait, stop this for a
If you
sec.
watch the whole movie, you'll see.
Stop this.
It's
For a
because
sec.
kind
So
of
the
comedy.
interesting thing about this, the reason why I was like gonna bring it up is
Yeah.
because you were saying like how with all of these different like stories
Yeah.
and like these moments, there's like
Yeah.
so many different like ways that people could interpret it, and
Sure,
like that's what's
yeah.
cool. And the reason I brought it up is because
Yeah.
you and me see this scene like very differently.
I have
Like,
the
to me,
context
this-
of seeing the whole movie also,
Yeah,
so it's a
maybe.
bit different. Whereas you have the context of 1 minute and 40 seconds. So
I've seen some other clips.
all right. Yeah, I know it's true though. Like that's interesting about stories, right? Because
Yeah.
like every single person offers their own perspective and their own interpretation of the story. So
Yeah.
yeah, like maybe we do just see it in wildly different ways.
Yeah. For me, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I gotta watch this movie, man.
Yeah,
The
it's-
way that it's shot is really nice.
It's
too.
got one of those 80s Japanese movie pacing, I guess. Like it's
The
got
photography is just so nice. What is that thing on his face?
like the
That's like a vegetable or something.
no, it's like the I don't remember what it's called. It's like that fish thing. It's like the fish paste
No.
turned into like into a roll and they cut into thin
Look
slices.
at that shot. That's so nice. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of really it's got like a very 80s kind of set of qualities to it. I don't know how to describe it, like or why it even feels necessarily. I think it's like a mix of the color grading and then also like the framing of the shots and then also like just like the pacing for sure, because like
Yeah.
it's like almost like very slow and methodical, whereas like you wouldn't be able to make this movie today. Like
What? Oh, because of
No one would
like
watch it.
people's,
It's just
people's
too-
expectations around like speed and stuff.
yeah, and like attention spans and stuff are way different, I think.
Are there like yeah? What are like some great breakout films right now?
Just like in
Yeah,
popular culture.
yeah. Like what's like a breakout film right now? Because like people always say that, right? With films, oh, you
Yeah.
couldn't make a film like this today.
Yeah, a counterpoint to that is like Dune, right? There's like 3 hours each for those movies,
Right.
and those are like highly rated, like highly regarded movies.
And very successful.
yeah, very successful. So maybe like
Maybe you
But-
need to make.
they're a
but
little more
what-
niche.
you know what's also interesting about Dune is
Yeah.
like the memes that came out of it.
Mm.
Like, was that Lezan El Gaib or something?
Yeah,
And like that, and like that, and that, yeah, and like, yeah, and like this shot, it's like it's just like it's so interesting how this thing has been used in
Yeah.
so many different ways. Like this shot,
it's a great it's a great scene. It's an amazing scene.
Lezan El Gaib, but people use it like for
Yeah.
everything, like the funniest fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like someone just says something and you're just like,
But I wonder if you
is
can
the
make
trailer
like
for this out?
I wonder if you can make like an independent like a movie which has no connection to like an existing franchise or series and have it be this successful and have it be paced in the same way.
What's
Right.
interesting about Dune is that I'd bet the majority of people, like 98% of the people that are watching this movie, have not read the book.
Yeah, probably. It's a long book.
So-
it's from the 60s or something.
Yeah. So what do you like? Why so? what is like the role of like an existing franchise when you factor
Well,
in
everyone
that?
kind of knows what Dune is about, though, right?
Yeah,
Or
it has some.
there's some
like,
mystique to it that
yeah.
everyone's kind of familiar with. There's like a sandworm in a sand desert, and some alien planet. There's that kind of aspect to it. I think if that wasn't there, I don't know. If it
It's
wasn't
also
as deeply
respected
embedded,
as a world.
yeah. So it's like it's deeply embedded in our culture, and even if the people haven't read it, they're kind of aware. It's like the Bible, kind of, right? It's like it's deep. It's highly regarded as a story.
So who wrote Dune?
Herbert, Francis.
You've read this,
Frank
right?
Herbert.
Yeah.
Yeah, you read it.
I only read the first one. There's like 6 of
Let's
them.
see. Let's read it. Dune changed science fiction by introducing unparalleled, dense world building with deep political and ecological themes, shifting the genre's focus from idealistic technology to complex social, environmental, and religious issues, and pioneering a more literary approach with detailed backstories, intricate character arcs, and realistic portrayal of power dynamics. Wow. Who's this guy? Like, who's the author?
Frank Herbert.
Yeah, let's see this guy. So Franklin Patrick Herbert, October 8th, 1920 to February 11, 1986, was an American science fiction author best known for his 1965 novel Dune and its 5 sequels. He also wrote short stories and worked as a newspaper journalist, photographer, book reviewer, ecological consultant, and lecturer. Dune is the best-selling science fiction novel of all time. Oh, you almost fixed it.
Drive me crazy.
Yeah, no, me too. And this series is a classic of the science fiction genre. The series has been adapted numerous times, including the feature film David Lynch's Dune and the miniseries Frank Herbert's Dune 2000. Interesting. The motion picture trilogy currently in production with Denis Villeneuve's Dune and Dune Part 2 have been released. So, yeah, just keep going down. Like, let's see, ideas and themes. Oh, political views. Herbert's was a Republican and environmentalist. His political views have been variously described as conservative, reactionist, and libertarian. Herbert was politically active within the Republican Party and worked as a speechwriter for several politicians, including Senator Guy Cordon. Herbert also volunteered on the campaign of Republican William Bantz. So this guy is like involved in politics, and he's probably using that understanding of politics to influence the way he's writing.
Yeah, because there's a lot of depth to even just the role of politics in the stories.
Yeah, for sure.
So that for sure, it's like what we talked about before. It's like it's all data that all kind of gets aggregated and gets expressed in
It's a tangent.
way. Sure, it's a tangent. Yeah.
He was a critic of the Soviet Union. He was a distant relative of the Republican Senator Joseph McCarthy, whom he referred to as Cousin Joe. However, he was appalled to learn of McCarthy's blacklisting of suspected communists from working in certain careers and believed that he was endangering essential freedoms of citizens of the United States. Herbert also opposed American involvement in the war in Vietnam. He was also critical of welfare, arguing that it increased dependence on the state. Herbert believed that governments lie to protect themselves and that following the Watergate scandal, President Richard Nixon had unwittingly taught an important lesson in not trusting government. He considered Nixon a better president than John F. Kennedy, calling the latter one of the most dangerous presidents this country ever had.
That's interesting. Do you think he'd be like a MAGA guy? No?
Maybe. I think if it's cool, can we dive into this Watergate thing actually a little bit? I just want to see what this is. The Watergate scandal, or simply Watergate, was a political scandal in the United States involving the administration of President Richard Nixon. The affair began on June 17th, 1972, when members of a group associated with Nixon's 1972 re-election campaign were caught burglarizing and planting listening devices in the Democratic National Committee headquarters at Washington, D.C., at Washington, D.C.'s Watergate complex.
I think that's crazy though. If you compare this this was like a major scandal, right?
Yeah.
Like the extent of this, my understanding of this scandal goes as far as like the scene in what's that movie? The Box of Chocolates.
Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump, yeah.
Yeah, Box of Chocolates.
But like this is like considered like a major scandal, and if you compare it's like you compare to anything that's happened in the past like 5 years of American politics.
Yeah, let's go
right?
back to the
That's
Wikipedia for a
crazy.
let's go down this rabbit hole a little bit. Okay, so Nixon's efforts to conceal his administration's involvement led to an impeachment process and his resignation in August 1974. So they were caught
just spying on
they were
other
on their
politicians.
oppositions.
Yeah, but the FBI and the government has always been like wasn't it like Malcolm X that was like famously being spied on for like a decade or something before?
Maybe, yeah.
So it's crazy how this is considered like a major scandal because like
I think it maybe because if you go back, what that writer was saying, the author Frank Herbert, he says something interesting here. He says following the water press. He said Herbert believed that governments lie to protect themselves, and that following the Watergate scandal, President Richard Nixon had unwittingly taught an important lesson in not trusting government. So I think that maybe the reason why this could have been like such a big scandal is maybe the general cultural perception of the government at the time
was that they trusted. A higher moral set of values and stuff.
Right, like versus now, it's like nobody trusts the government, man. It's like they're seen as like this inefficient.
Yeah, dipshits.
Yeah. Right, and of course, like that. Why couldn't there be a time when that was not the perception? You know.
Yeah. It is
what a stupid thing to fuck up.
Which is spying on people?
No, just like
the government.
The public's relationship with the government.
Yeah.
If you think about like what a government's supposed to do.
Yeah.
What a stupid thing to fuck up. Yeah. And then the other thing is like,
just too much money involved. It's like it's the best way to make a lot of money.
Government.
Yeah. Become the president. Probably the most profitable way you can finesse like your.
Is it more profitable than making like a big ass company?
I think. I don't know. That's like a very like that's a loaded question.
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. Like the level of like stock market manipulation of the past like 6 months, like compared to like like the risk of starting a company, it feels like it's a lot easier to.
Presidents receive a salary, have benefits and a pension, but they may also profit from their position through business dealings. As
you can literally change the laws, and you can time the.
They're
stock
only making
market.
$400K a year.
Oh sure, yeah.
It's not a lot, bro. That's like.
I'm sure they're making $400K a year.
That's less than someone at OpenAI.
Yeah. And how much of these? How much?
Like he makes less than like an entry level engineer at OpenAI, dude.
And how much?
Like imagine
have these guys
that doesn't even factor in Meta.
Raised? Right? By how many billions have these guys' net worths increased over the past 6 months? A lot more than 400 million or 400,000 or whatever.
The Prime Minister of Canada makes a substantial salary, with annual salary for the Prime Minister being $209,000.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's like an engineering salary. That's like
not even, bro. You can't even like hire an engineer for that much money. Yeah. That's why the government's fucked. Yeah. Because they're hiring these guys for like $200K a year.
No, I think. That's probably like why society's fucked, because $200K is not seen as a lot of money now. That's probably a much bigger issue.
Yo, we need to like hire like better people, man. We should pay the Prime Minister at least $1 million. You know?
Yeah, I mean, like
can't hire anyone for $200K these days.
In these positions, like base comp is like a lot different than like total equity.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just messing around, man. Yeah. I know.
Total compensation is a lot bigger.
The roster reveals Meta investing heavily, reportedly offering salaries between $10 million to $100 million per year to compete in the race for artificial general intelligence.
Do you hear the guys like that were like turning these offers down?
Turning it down?
Yeah, there's guys that are like they're on Twitter being like, like they gave me like a package for like 10 million over 4 years or something like that, and I was like, fuck that, because I want to keep it real. Dude, 10 million over 4 years, that's like holy fuck.
But what do you have to do? Wait, 100 million per year though?
Yeah, the salary ranges were crazy. There's people like at Meta talking about like people in bookkeeping departments at Meta tweeting about how like the kind of like packages they're asked to enter into like the systems.
Yeah.
And there's like this kind of thing. It's like
how do you
kind
even
of money doesn't make sense? How do you create $100 million of value as an individual?
Well, even let's say you do like 30 mil.
Yeah.
You're making like 30 mil a year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's way too much money. No one should be getting paid. Like unless you're.
What's the tax on that, man? 30 mil in salary?
Yeah, it depends.
Is that their salary?
I don't know if that's like their base comp, or that includes equity, or is it like all just like Meta equity? All right.
Oh, here. What's this Meta? This Reddit thing? What is this? Meta, Facebook's. Whoa. Wait, hold on. Read the title. Meta's super intelligence team leaked all making 10 million plus yearly with 100 million first year for some. Okay, let's see. Do you think this is real?
I think it probably is real, just given the amount of just cash that Meta is sitting on. But like,
oh, this is good.
I don't think this should be like almost like not even allowed. Like,
why?
The fact that you're saying like 200K is like a shit salary. Like, yeah, for me, for the
it
PM,
is now
for
though.
the PM, yeah, it is kind of a shit. Maybe he can go a bit higher, but like a lot of first world countries that have like a very high quality of living, they're not populated by people making.
Like, dude, the prime minister can't even buy a fucking house, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he can't buy a house.
That's probably the issue.
He can't buy a house in Mississauga. He only makes 200K a year. But this is the problem.
He shouldn't be making more money. The housing should not be cost that much.
Like, well, something's got to change because the prime minister can't buy a house.
Yeah,
that's bad. He's you know.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Like a lot of these places in other countries, you can make like 60K a year, and it's like that's like a very livable salary that you can support a family on. No, like in many countries in the world.
I'm saying it used to be here too.
Yeah, it used to be here. Yeah. Like not even that long ago.
Yeah.
But like that should be like the minimum wage should be like enough to kind of support like a single person. Like a salary above that, like not far from that, should be able to support a family. You shouldn't be able to make 200K and just not be able to afford a house. That's like a significant like fundamental failing of the society to not regulate correctly, to not support the citizens correctly. Like I feel like you should be able to make like 60K a year here.
Yeah, 100%.
That should be like enough.
It should be enough for you to like
to get a mortgage at least.
Yeah, and to like build up your path, right? Like to build up your.
If you make 60K here in Toronto, like you're fucked. Like 100% of that goes to like a 1-bedroom condo.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Right, you're fucked. That should be the case.
Minimum wage. Oh yeah, here's minimum wage. Is this right though? I think it's higher than this now. Because isn't it like 20 something?
I think it's like 30 or 40K or something like that.
Minimum wage?
Isn't it? It's quite high in Ontario.
I think it's like
what's $15 times 40 times.
It's $17.60 per hour.
So what's that like yearly then?
Yearly?
Do you like 1760 times 40 times 54?
52 you mean?
52, yeah.
Come on, bro.
It's been a long time since I've
35K?
Yeah. That's
not a lot, man.
That's like, if in Toronto, that's like nothing. It's like nothing. It's considered nothing, right? But that shouldn't be the case.
Yeah, it's nuts, man.
That shouldn't be the case at all.
It's nuts. It's gotten so bad that the prime minister is only making 200K.
Yeah. But he's only making a few times that, and he shouldn't,
right? What is this? 24 Sussex Drive? Originally called... Can you say that, Gabe?
Sussex Drive?
No, this thing.
Gorfusfo?
And usually referred to simply as 24 Sussex, is the official residence of the Prime Minister of Canada in the New Edinburgh neighborhood of Ottawa, Ontario, built between 1866 and 1868 by Joseph Morel Courier.
You can imagine buying a house for 30K.
Yeah. And this place is probably dope.
Yeah.
It's
huge. Look at it. It's fucking massive. It's a mansion. That even 100 years ago, that was 120 years ago.
Maybe that's why they can pay him like 200K, because they cover like his living expenses and shit. I'm just kidding, man.
They pay for his flights and hotels and stuff. So he's well off. Pay for his Costco membership. Free dental and healthcare.
This is the place?
Yeah.
Looks cool. I wonder if he actually has to live there. Like, I wonder what that's like.
I wonder what 30K was.
It'd be weird, because if it feels like someone else's house, why the fuck would you want to live there? It's kind of weird.
Someone else's house?
Well, like, think about it. If you're the prime minister and they're like, you live here now.
It's the White House.
Yeah, but they're like, don't touch anything. Don't fucking touch the paintings and shit. It's weird. I'd feel so uncomfortable.
Is he not allowed to?
I don't know. Maybe he isn't.
He's probably allowed to.
Like, he can't put like gaming PCs in there.
He probably can't tear the place down to add like a new wing, but like, you know, like Trump.
But like, look at
Trump
this.
is like tearing down major parts of the White House to make it his own. So I'm sure you can modify it to some degree.
I'm just saying, man. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable in this place.
Well, then don't consider applying for the role of Prime Minister of Canada.
Yeah, but maybe, you know.
Maybe I want to.
Yeah, what's the interior like? Yeah. I don't know, man. It feels like it's not a place where you live. It's just something where you go and you like look at it. Like some of this shit's probably not even comfortable. Is this it? Nah, that's not it. It's like I think it's stuff like that. Oh, no, that's Downing Street. It's 24 stuff. I think we're just looking at like Justin Trudeau's house. Yeah, there. Oh, this is it. Yeah, I mean it'd be nice. Have like a Thanksgiving dinner there and shit. Like look at those drapes, bro.
I'm sure they wouldn't like kick you out if you request to replace the drapes and paint the. I mean, you probably can't paint it inside, but
you can't put like
you probably change the drapes and the.
You can't put like a
furnishings.
Fucking like poster of clips.
Can you look up how much 30K was in 1901?
Adjusted for inflation?
Yeah. Because I feel like that was probably like a few million. Yeah. Dude,
$1 million bucks?
Dude, even like that's what I'm saying.
That house is worth way more. That house is like $10 million right now.
It should probably be way more than $10 million. Well, it probably will be. It would be $10 million if it was like on the markets.
On Sotheby's or whatever that website is.
What?
I don't know. Are we going to talk about urbanization as a function of geography in the ancient world?
We could. I thought we were gonna. There's something that we can go back to with the Dune stuff that I thought you might want to talk about.
Frank Herbert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily Frank Herbert, but Robbie, pull up a map of Saudi Arabia.
Oh shit.
Let's go open like
We're gonna
Apple
find
Maps.
the best shawarma.
I don't trust any of this shit. Open up Apple
Yo,
Maps.
I just want to do one thing while we're in Saudi Arabia.
What? Yeah, just like full screen that shit and just like go to Saudi Arabia because
I just want to do one thing while we're here.
Oh wait, this isn't.
press continue.
This isn't streaming.
Yeah.
It's not streaming.
It's not capturing.
Oh, it's just the window. All right. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Use the Google Maps then. So zoom in. So like if you
wait. I just want to do one thing while we're in, like before we leave Saudi Arabia, because I know we're gonna
be here for a while.
Okay. Well, before we leave it,
yeah,
I just want to check out like what the best restaurants are at some point.
It's a big place.
Yeah, at some point.
Okay. At some point we'll get there. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
But the thing I just want to talk to you about was that so like they have this. So if you go in a tiny bit, Robbie, like so this huge desert. I was just researching this stuff recently. So this entire desert just south of Dubai, it's like called the Rub Al Khaid. So search. I go in a tiny bit. Yeah, go a bit more east. I don't know why they don't put names there.
Look, what do you mean?
This entire desert, it's just dry arid land, which they cannot draw. Go back. They cannot like do anything with, right?
This stuff.
So this entire area is all desert, right?
Yeah.
And if you think about it as like a point of inspiration for like for stories like Dune, like it becomes really really interesting because so like ancient nomadic travelers and merchants, they would have to. Robbie, stop.
Oh, sorry.
Just go back to the map. So scroll up. So pan to so look at the east a tiny bit, and a bit more east. So I was looking at stuff up recently, and go north a tiny bit. Yeah. So like see this Al Ain on the very top, the top right.
Right there, yeah.
So it's right at the
top right.
It's right at the base of this mountain pass, of this mountain range.
Yeah.
The Hajar Mountains, which is in Oman. And so it's treated as an oasis, but it's historically like treated as like a very like prosperous place because of the geography, and we'll get to the geography shit in a second. Because specifically, the huge mountain pass, they soak up all the precipitation and all the rainwater, and that's Robbie, stop moving around.
He has a vision, Robbie.
So that's like what basically causes like this entire desert to exist, right? And this one little Al Ain area is like an ultra prosperous area because all the water it travels down from the mountains to this flatland area where
Yeah.
it gathers and allows crops, and it allows like vegetation and all kinds of like things that are conducive to human life, right?
Yeah.
And so historically, like they would use this, they would use this like this one oasis amongst many, like several other oases that are littered across this area as like waypoints for like traversing the ancient world. And if you think about it, if they didn't have those, right, like it'd be basically impossible to if you consider how big a desert like this is,
It's
and
massive.
the lack of waypoint, the lack of just visual like points of interest that you can use to navigate a desert like this, it becomes like, it's like you can kind of imagine why people have like these spiritual journeys through a place like that, where it's just like endless sand and like
Just monotony.
endless. It's like it's as close to an alien planet as you can possibly imagine a place to be
Yeah.
on Earth, right? And so you can kind of like, once you put yourself in that headspace, it's like, oh shit, like Dune makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Right? A place like Dune makes so much sense. A society which is built around the preservation of water and like the conservation of water and the conservation of and like the kind of equipment and technology that have to be built to traverse this like massive open space with just nothing in it. Right? There's a few other. I don't know. What do you think? Do you have any? What do you think about that?
Can I see what this place looks like? Like, I think
Zoom in more, Robbie. Just zoom in more. Just
Yeah.
turn on like this is a satellite view. Just like zoom all the way into like if you get like a 3D view even of the terrain.
how did people navigate these like deserts? Like,
So
how
you
did
use
they?
waypoints.
But like, how do you do that? Like, how do you actually do that? Because you
They
can't.
typically follow the coast, right? So if you know where the water is, you can
So
use
they
that.
try to always see the water.
So a lot of the overland routes would hug the Gulf Coast along the south side, on the UAE side, like
Yeah.
on the Arab side, and if they're traveling on the other side of the coast, they would hug it along the Iranian side, and so they would use the water, and so they use the water and the landmarks that are littered across the coast to navigate that area.
The chance of getting lost has got to be high.
Yeah. So, Robbie, can you like zoom in more so we can take a picture of like what those deserts look like? But if you look, they're kind of
Wow.
developed now, which is kind of cool, right? Which is
Yeah.
like, which is going to cement this point I'm trying to get to eventually of
Yeah.
like terraforming and but the historical landmarks are like these oases. There's another one a bit further. Yeah, actually, let's look at the picture of what some of this stuff looks like. Like if you see like what the
Oh,
land looks
wow.
like, it's beautiful. It's like I mean, these aren't as nice, but it's like pictures that are used in like the
Yeah.
the Windows wallpaper or something.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're like there's something really like just almost like psychologically compelling about these alien landscapes of
Yeah.
this like endless red sand, right? With not a single tree, like not a single like it's all flat, right? You can see this.
Yeah.
There's
it's
something like
interesting.
really interesting. There's something
There
really
is.
really mystical about these areas, right?
I wonder what it is. Yeah. Oh, so we'll come back to Saudi Arabia, but can we jump over to Ladakh for a sec? It's Ladakh. Speaking of no, Lada, yeah, right there, Ladakh. Yeah. No, I don't know what that house is though. But so close that house thing. So this is another kind of like interesting landscape that I want to go and check out. I always thought it would be an interesting place to shoot a sci-fi film.
Yeah.
I guess also what you're describing here is also
You see the same effect of the mountain pass separating between the like the trees and like this desert,
yeah.
right? It's the same reason why the Sahara exists, because like what during formation of that continent, the
Look
like
at that.
mountain passes were formed and they ended up killing all of the forests and jungles that were in that entire region. Now it's just like a desert, right?
Yeah.
But you see, it's like, it's crazy how much of an impact mountain passes have, right, on the.
Can we see an image of images of Ladakh, India? Like if that's possible, maybe you can click on them or whatever.
Is it possible?
Yeah,
to
like here, check
yeah,
this.
Yeah,
I think you'll like this. It's an
Cool.
interesting place.
yeah,
It has like, see,
yeah.
it has these different kinds of, yeah, it has.
Fuck,
these-
that's a cool place, man.
yeah. Actually, Robbie, go back to the other grid that we had, and like you could see, like, click this image on. Oh no, go back. It's okay. Click if you go second row, last column, TripAdvisor. Yeah, this is interesting too. But the interesting thing is just there. Yeah, like look at that. Just keep going. Just show Gabe all
Even that
this.
massive, like that city right there on the left.
Yeah.
That one, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about this, it has that effect that you're mentioning. I don't know what the words are to describe it right now, but it has this kind of like very right there. Go to that image on the left there. One more. Yeah, that's cool too. One more left from there, like this. So it has this quality that you're talking about. That's it's very surreal.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that it could look like another planet.
Yeah.
And I think that's like an interesting thing, how sometimes places look so mythical or so magical, right?
Yeah.
That they can feel like that they're fictional, they're fantasy or something,
Yeah.
right? When I think when someone says it looks like it could be another planet, I think what they're saying is that it's a canvas. It's an interesting canvas for world building.
Yeah.
And so I feel like Ladakh is like a really interesting one as well.
Yeah, it's really similar to these like places.
Yeah, it has the difference here. It has like different kinds of environments.
Yeah.
Right. It has like greenery, and then it's got like this ice, kind of like it's got like
the
snowy
mountain pass
areas.
separates two complete distinct biomes.
Exactly, and then there's like water and shit.
Yeah, super blue water.
Yeah.
Super clear.
Yeah. So I always like saw this place, and I thought it'd be like a good place to shoot like a sci-fi short film.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's cool. So let's jump back to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, but it's one other thing that we haven't really mentioned.
Yeah.
So like I mentioned oases, and just the concept of an oasis acting as a landmark for travelers and merchants, and it's really interesting if you think about what the fucking oasis actually is.
What is it?
Right, so it's like they're typically a patch of greenery which surrounds a little pool of water, which comes from I forgot what the name is, but it's a kind of a spring that where fresh water from underground surges upwards and floods, right? And so there's I think it's arterial. There's a name for this kind of spring. I can't remember it right now. Artesian spring or something like that. If you search what an artesian spring is, these like the purpose of these springs in this desert were like key points in the formation of civilization in that entire region.
Is there any diagram here that you can use to explain it?
Yeah. So that's second row,
Second row,
column.
first image. Yeah. Okay.
So it's not like this, right? There's fresh water that's trapped underground, which just comes out from I don't know if there's pressure or something. It usually floods the surrounding area and allows a lot of trees and crops and shit to grow. And the key point here is that it's fresh water, and fresh water is like a sacred resource in the ancient world because it allows you to grow crops and it's drinking water, right? It's clean water that you can use for so many different things that are conducive to supporting human life. And so people would congregate around these oases, and one of the most famous ones I was reading about, if you go back to the map, Robbie, there's one, so like a merchant traveling overland across Saudi Arabia, starting from Oman, starting from the Hajar Mountains, going through Al-Ala'i, I forgot what was it? Al-Ain? What was it called? Right at the base of that mountain.
It was called
Al-Ain, yeah.
Yeah.
So like they would travel, they would hug the coast. So Robbie, keep moving west. They would hug the coast. They would travel until they would get to eventually keep going. They'd go up. They would keep going past Qatar and get to this place, Bahrain.
Oh yeah.
So this is a fucked up place.
Why?
And so I was like connecting the dots, reading about this place. So it's a mystical place that's actually in the Epic of Gilgamesh.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I've heard this before.
So it was called like Dilmun, like in ancient times, but it was unique in the sense that it's like filled with those springs, these like freshwater artesian springs, and so all of the surrounding water was all fresh water, and all the water on that island was fresh water, and so it was like incredibly. It was seen as this like the oases where you could grow all kinds of crops in it, and you could prosper there, and you can
It was
thrive
like
there
the
as a human
best
being. Right?
oasis.
And it's the best oasis, and it was
Yeah.
an island, right? And it was like just so plentiful and rich, right?
Yeah.
And it was seen as this like magical land in like the Epic of Gilgamesh, and like to the Sumerians because of these qualities,
Yeah.
right? And like in the story, right? They make a big journey to this magical land where people live forever, and has like the fountain of eternal youth and all this stuff. And people hypothesized that was Bahrain, right? And its role was in the ancient world, like it was like a trading hub. So like people traveling from so we mentioned last time, right? Like, so merchants traveling from Oman to sell copper to Sumerians would eventually stop at Bahrain, and they would like the goods would change hands there, and that was used as like a core destination for all transactions, right? Because of its magical qualities, I guess, right? And if you look at a map, it's like kind of out of the way, but it was like that good,
Really?
that it was that worth it to stop at this place, right?
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
What is this?
Bahrain.
So they called it Dilmun in the story?
Yeah. Well, not in the story. In the story, they don't even give it a name.
Oh, they
but
didn't give it a name.
people like historians hypothesize that.
So why is this called Dilmun here?
I think that's just like the.
Oh, they just call it that?
Yeah, I don't know enough about the language.
Oh, I see.
But if you keep like just scrolling this page a little bit, there's like
But this is Bahrain.
this is Bahrain.
Yeah.
This is the
okay.
island.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. From around 2050 BC onward, Dilmun seems to have been at its peak. Qawat al-Bahrain was most likely the captain of Dilmun, from texts found at Isin. It is believed Dilmun became an independent kingdom, free from how do you say that one?
Mesopotamian.
Mesopotamian rule. Royal gifts to Dilmun are mentioned. Contacts with Amorite state of Mari in the northern Levant are attested. Around this time, the largest royal burial mounds were erected. From about 1780 BC came several Akkadian language inscriptions on stone vessels naming two kings of Dilmun, King Yagli El and his father Rimum. It's so crazy that
Hold on. Garden of Eden theory.
Yeah, scholar Juris Sarens believes the Garden of Eden was situated in Dilmun at the head of the Persian Gulf, present-day Kuwait, where Tigris and Euphrates rivers run into the sea. From his research on this area using information from many different sources, including Landsat images from space, in this theory, the Bible's Gihon would correspond with the Quran in Iran, and the Pishon River would correspond to the Wadi al-Batin river system.
So yeah, if you look at like the history of
that
like
once drained the now dry but once quite fertile central part of the Arabian Peninsula.
like you can kind of like derive from this like the historical, like the religious, societal importance of this region, right?
Like, what do you mean?
Like if I'm saying that like this is like a region which is like mentioned in the Epic of Gilgamesh,
Yeah.
many texts from that story are reused as religious texts,
Yeah.
right? So like you can kind of like draw a line between this holy land, you know, being rebranded at some point as the Garden of Eden, similar to how there is a concept of a great flood in the Epic of Gilgamesh, which is reused for like Noah's Ark in the Old Testament, right? There's a lot of these, like, and I don't know enough about Islam, but like I'm sure there's a lot of reuse of these ancient lands and like ancient concepts and ancient landmarks like Dilmun, right?
Yeah. What an interesting place.
Yeah. What does it look like now, though? Search Bahrain. Because I'm curious. Probably not quite as.
No, wow, it looks amazing.
Yeah, actually looks really.
This looks fucking insanely good.
Yeah.
This looks way better than Mississauga.
Very high tech looking. But yeah, this
This
should be
shit
like
fucking bangs.
this place should be like the capital of like the world, right? Because of its like significance and importance throughout like throughout human civilization.
I mean, it looks like it already. Look at this place. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Holy shit. How much is a flight to Bahrain? I also just want to make sure we check the restaurants in the area.
Yeah,
Just
let's
before we forget.
look up some restaurants. in
Wait.
Bahrain
How
before
much is it? Egypt Air?
1,300.
That's not bad.
Yeah, 17 on Air Canada.
That's not bad.
21 hours.
Is that one way?
It's connecting. It's
Oh
connecting,
my
yeah.
God.
Yeah. You probably.
Is there no direct flight
No,
to
it looks like
Bahrain?
there's only connected. I mean, because it's an island. It's a tiny
Ah.
little island, so I don't know if they have an airport.
All right, let's do this. What is this?
Is that in Bahrain?
Yeah.
Yeah, Caravali. What's the
What
reviews?
else you got?
Wait, what's the reviews? 5,189 reviews on a 4.9. That's insane.
Okay, so maybe that's like that looks pretty good.
It looks great.
Like, with some like white rice.
Yeah, go down.
Pride
Keep going
bag.
down. Ashia Balul, 6,000 reviews. I had a wonderful experience at this restaurant. The atmosphere was warm and welcoming.
Maybe
And
it's animals.
yeah, it's just
All
like
over the
you
place.
gotta take the photo before you
After
eat,
you start
man.
eating,
It's like
halfway
fucking
through.
rookie ass shit. And then you got rice all over the table and shit. How am I supposed to trust you? You don't even know how to fucking eat.
Fucking Abdul, man.
Oh, look at this. This person knows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah, that looks great.
this is like a mom taking these photos and shit.
Yeah.
Look at that, man.
That fish probably
Look
bangs.
at that.
Put those lemons on it.
Damn.
There's all this.
Holy
Oh my god. Oh, I'm getting
dude.
hungry now. I don't want to eat ramen anymore.
Ashia Balul, man. Yo, wait, go down on the left on the left thing. Is there any more? Let's see what else is here. Scullion.
Wolfgang. Fuck.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see
Don't
that
do
shit.
that, no.
Keep going down.
I want
Let's
to see one of those big fish.
Is there any like
Those red fishes.
are there any Vietnamese restaurants here?
I think you know the answer to that.
No, there is, man. Right there, bro.
Holy
Fuck.
shit.
Holy. Go to this one. Yeah, 314. Let's see some images, reviews. I just had the most incredible soup delivered to my door. The flavors were so vibrant. It was like a party in my mouth.
Why are all these reviews rated like so well? Like the English.
Maybe they're
names-
just happy as fuck.
Yeah.
Vietnamese gate holds a special place in my heart. Click more up there. By now you are aware that I'm very blunt when it comes to reviewing the places I've eaten
Do you
at.
think these are translated or these are
Food-
written in English?
English, bro. Food plays an important role in my life, and Bahrain offers a variety of foods from all over the world. And Vietnamese Gate Restaurant is simply one of my favorites. The food takes you on a trip to Vietnam. You get to experience authentic food, a bit of the culture, and meet the wonderful people who work there. If you're looking to try something new, this is the place for you.
This is like written by a professional like food critic.
Yeah, well, like go to his
Fuck.
profile. He said if you've been reading my shit.
Oh
like,
yeah, local
he's a
guy.
local guy. This
Local
guy's.
guy,
We
Jeremiah.
gotta link up with this guy.
Oh no good. That Bahrain Geo chicken.
No, yo, let's see. Can you sort by like his highest? Oh no, I guess we have to.
No.
We should link up with this guy. This guy have Twitter.
Yeah.
Go down.
Hit him up.
Wait, does he only have 2 reviews? I thought he said like by now you know my writing
No, he
style and
just-
shit.
No, he has a couple.
For all my readers.
Oh,
you know?
okay. These are all his reviews.
Yeah.
I don't know why he thinks he has like some following and shit. Like, is that even how Google Maps
Everyone
works?
starts somewhere. Yeah, he doesn't have that many reviews though.
When you have to wait in line. Oh, wait. What was that 5? Wait, no, go down. The 5-star. Okay, but when you have to wait in line for at least 30 minutes every time you go there, you know that it's worth it. Great service, great food, great prices. Coco's Adelia has never let me down. What's this joint? Holy shit, 7,000 reviews? Delicious food, big portions. What kind of food is it? Pasta?
Keep going. I want to see what
Tandoori
this is.
chicken? Alfredo? What is this?
It's probably
Oh,
like a foreign-
shit.
It's a foreign restaurant.
Look at this.
International.
Holy shit.
Dude, what is that?
It's a fucking salad.
Chickens on it?
Look at that burrito, bro.
Holy shit. It's definitely.
Wait, what kind of cuisine is
I
this?
think it's like international. It's like tonkatsu. And like
It's down to earth all day
American
chain
fare.
and fresh baked pies, but they got burritos and shit.
Yeah, Mexico's in America. The Americas.
I guess. Yeah. I think I could go for a burrito today.
I wanted that fish, that big barbecued fish they had with the lemons on top.
Yeah.
That would look fucking hits a spot.
Yeah. So anyways, so they went to Bahrain.
Yeah, so people would go to Dilmun, right? They would go
Yeah.
to Bahrain, And like I was reading about how like you could just drink the water like out of the port, like out of the harbors, right?
Yeah.
Because the water is all fresh water,
Yeah.
right? It's not salt water.
Yeah.
And so they would use this magical place as a trade hub, typically en route to Mesopotamia, right?
So what's Mesopotamia?
So it was like the first one of the like an ancient civilization that invented like writing.
So can we like go and like can I like get an understanding of Mesopotamia first?
Yeah.
Because I feel like your understanding of this is too advanced for me.
Yeah, so it's like
I need to catch
southern
up.
Iraq
Okay.
where they built like the first pyramids and stuff.
Yeah.
It was around this. It's around. It came up. They came
I
up
don't know
around
why
a
I've never
similar
heard the
time.
term Mesopotamia though.
I think it's usually shadowed by like Egypt. Like ancient
Oh, okay.
Egypt usually takes up a lot of our headspace.
Really?
Yeah, but they were equally, if not more important, like more relevant to like the formation of modern society than the Egyptians.
Yeah.
Like I was mentioning last time, right? The Egyptians built a lot of their like society and structures around religion, but they had an OP spawn point, right? They were able to, the entire Nile River was fresh water.
Totally.
And it flooded routinely, so they were able to grow crops like every season, right? They were able to like thrive off of the land without really too much bullshit to get in the way. Whereas the Sumerians had a lot worse. They built a society around these freshwater rivers, around the Tigris and the Euphrates, right? But they didn't flood in the same routine. There was like a lot more, like they would often like fuck everything up. Right?
Yeah.
The access to resources was just a lot different. They weren't as long or as wide as the Nile.
Okay. The first major civilization in Mesopotamia was in a region called Sumer. The Sumerians were able to settle and prosper because they learned how to irrigate the land.
So this is because of the flooding. They had to come up with irrigation systems and canals because of how unpredictable the Euphrates and the Tigris would flood the area. So they had to literally engineer the flow of water, which is something that I think the Egyptians eventually came up with.
Yeah.
Go beyond that, but like it wasn't as pressing a stepping stone on like the tech tree for these guys.
By bringing water to the fields, they turned Mesopotamia into a prime agricultural region.
Yeah.
The Sumerians grew several kinds of crops. The most valuable one was barley, which was used to make flour and bread. Dates were also very valuable to the Sumerians. They were eaten once ripe, or else they would be dried for future consumption. Dates also made an excellent wine. Date trees were also an excellent source of leaves for house thatching, while the wood from the trunk was used for building. Another important crop was, it's so interesting, not only, it's just so interesting, their development is so intertwined with this tree.
With the
Like,
tree?
Well,
Like
there's
with-
date trees, right?
Yeah.
And so it's cool because it's like the more you understand about the date tree, like like as their understanding of that material like continues to deepen, then it's like compounding, right? The more they understand about that tree, the more they can use it in their
Yeah, it's like the first it's a like environmental science or agricultural science.
yeah, it's like
right?
choosing a programming language.
Yeah, I guess. It's actually probably not far off from that, right? It's because they talk a lot about dates here, even specifically in Bahrain, like Dilmun being able to like grow a lot of dates, right?
Yeah.
And that was like a key ingredient in wine production, in just in food, and it was a resource that was able to be preserved, right, for long journeys.
Mesopotamia was an ancient civilization located in an area of the world we now know as the Middle East. It was bordered by two rivers, the Tigris in the east and the Euphrates in the west. In fact, the name Mesopotamia means the land between rivers. The Tigris and Euphrates, sorry. Euphrates begins in the mountains near the Black Sea. As they wind their way south towards the Persian Gulf,
so this is like what I was saying before, right? So you see how the two of them merge towards the base. So like as they approach the Persian Gulf, they turn into one.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be a relatively new concept, where over the past several thousand years, the silt deposits and mineral deposits from that coming inwards from I guess the ocean would travel up the Persian Gulf and create more, like they would create more land, right, and eventually force these two rivers to converge on a small stream that would empty out into the Gulf.
What is silt?
It's like a kind of sand or something. I don't know. Can you Google what silt is?
Silt.
Because that seemed like a key thing, right?
Yeah. Like literally, what is silt? Not like just sand? kind of like a
is a crucial resource for ancient Sumer, providing fertile soil for agriculture in Mesopotamia thanks to the annual floods of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. The Sumerians, however, also faced challenges from silt-clogged irrigation canals, which required constant maintenance and organized collective labor to keep water flowing to their crops. The rivers carried rich silt from the northern mountains, which was deposited on the land during the floods, making the soil extremely fertile for growing crops like
so this
barley
is like
and
one of
dates.
those things that's like also critical to like the formation of civilization, right? It's like the fertility of the land that enables people to do agriculture. All right, so it's not just a matter of of just the salt water, or like just the water flooding the area. It's also a matter of like the richness and density of minerals in the water that will fertilize the land so it can grow crops, right?
Yeah. Really interesting.
Something I was also reading about. Like, so Robbie, if you go back to the Google Maps, just keep that tab like always open.
This is like our anchor point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they would travel up north, right? And so zoom out a tiny bit, Robbie. So
Robbie.
What did I say?
You said like a myth.
You said Tobby.
Tobby? I meant Robbie. Sorry.
Yeah.
So just go northwards a tiny bit and zoom out. Keep zooming out a tiny bit. So like they would stop at there's a little island somewhere in Kauai, right? It was like a minor trading port, not as important as Bahrain, but Robbie, zoom out so you can include Oman. So I was as I was putting together the stuff for this video series for Interchange, which is a video series I'm starting.
Why don't you just give an explanation of Interchange quick before you say all this?
Okay, so Interchange is a name I'm assigning to a video series I'm creating right now in conjunction to the production of a game where the game is meant to simulate urban transportation and urban design, and specifically roadways and transit, and I'm exploring these concepts and learning about how that stuff works through the production of this video series, where I research stuff like the ancient Sumeria, and
cool.
So as part of putting together that first video, I was learning about the topology of this area, the topography of this area, and what's fucked up is that you can see like how like the grading changes significantly once it goes around this the strait, which is just north of Dubai. So you can see through the Gulf of Oman, it looks like it's pretty dark here, right?
Yeah.
This is like several thousand kilometers or something like that, right? Normal kind of sea levels. So what's fucked up here is that the entire Persian Gulf, it's on average 35 meters.
Holy shit.
35 meters, right? That's like how many stories of a regular building. You can dive down there, right? So you can get there and so I think that was like also a critical, like, so there's a few interesting things that revolve around the fact that it's such shallow water. So like, first of all, like that's why like they're able to build these islands.
It's 35 meters of depth?
Yes.
What the fuck?
So as I imported.
That's so shallow. The whole Gulf?
On average, so maybe it's
still.
slightly deeper, slightly shallower.
But still.
Yeah, so it's like almost like nothing, right? And so that's why the land is constantly being formed towards the head of like the head of the Gulf in Iran, right, in Kauai, because the elevation is just it's like just at sea level, right? That's also why they're able to build these artificial land masses in Dubai.
Oh,
right. It kind of makes sense now. They're not building in the middle of the ocean. They're building on less than 35 meters of land, right?
Oh,
right. Which is kind of interesting.
It is.
And so there's that. There's the fact that the shape of the Gulf is constantly changing because of how shallow it is. But then I was also thinking like, at a certain point, we're going to have technology which is going to be good enough to do proper excavation of that area, right? And like the amount of just like, if you think about how civilization.
Do we not have that technology now?
Sure, we have to some degree, but if you think about the amount of just shit just littered across the bottom, that's like probably that's not
from the Mesopotamia times and
from
stuff.
From like 6,000 years ago, it's probably like there's probably endless stuff that we can discover, right?
Yeah.
To learn about these civilizations, that's just like right there, like below us.
Are there any tours you can go on of the Persian Gulf, like the underwater tours and stuff?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, right?
And if not, like how much is a sub? Whatever you did that helped.
Yes.
Persian Gulf tours focus on the region's coastline, cities, and islands, offering activities like island hopping, cultural exploration, water sports. Now, like, what if we want underwater tour? Yeah, let's do this. That's crazy that it's so shallow.
It's basically at sea level, right? And that's probably what enabled it to be such like a reliable route for merchants and travelers, because there wasn't like there was it was probably pretty stable. Right?
Yeah.
It wasn't deep enough to like lose something permanently. You probably couldn't get, and so you didn't have to develop like large vessels to travel across this area. So they typically used they were made out of like not sticks, but like out of like large leaves and stuff like that. Or, if you know how those ancient ship like boats were made,
Yeah.
they're just like hand woven ships, like hand woven boats that like one person would use with a big stick,
Yeah.
right? And you can't really have something like that.
Is that a plane?
Yeah, it's Jordan.
200-year-old shipwreck found in the Gulf. I wonder how much shit's down there.
There's got to be, just because merchants used it, right? They used
Yeah,
it almost
look at that, look
exclusively.
right there.
There's got to be so much shit in the bottom.
Yeah. Up there, image right above where you are, Robbie. Yeah, go to the right too.
Yeah, these are all like super modern. Like, that's probably a little more ancient for Rome, so a little more recent.
There's probably stuff from all over the world there, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
if they were like trading and stuff.
Yeah. So I'm sure if
It's really hard to comprehend that there are civilizations that were like fully developed with their own systems, with their own density, with their own cultures that are like from totally different times. And at the time when they were developed, they were like successful and like prosperous and like affected the way the world works and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to internalize that.
Yeah, because like once you're in the height of the maturity of a civilization, it feels like it's impossible for this to ever go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be here forever. Right?
Yeah.
But we probably won't if you look at the history of humans, right?
It's so easy to, well, I guess it's like very hard to, why do you think that is? Why do you think it's hard to believe that this could like go away or something?
Why is it hard to believe that?
Yeah, I guess because like as a human, right?
Yeah. Because we have so much stability. We have like, I mean, there's a little bit of like political turmoil these days, right? But like for the most part, we have little to no food scarcity. We have little to no like societal pressure to like defend against invaders, right? So we have a lot of these.
I think there's just so much density. There's like so much density in the world building too, if you will. Yeah. Like in the sense that like if you think about our current civilization, right? There's just so many things. The buildings, the clothing, the people, these microphones, the internet,
so
computers.
It's if you look at like major cities in the world, there are major cities in the world that are right now being like bombed, right? So it doesn't take a lot to like.
But that's not why these civilizations ended, right? Like Mesopotamia, like why did it end? Like why? Like what took it off its like mark or whatever?
I don't know about Mesopotamia. We should probably Google that. But like Rome fell because it fractured, right? And one side was too weak, and it fell to like invading these societies from Gaul, and the other side they were like, we're just moving the capital to Turkey, and they prospered for like 1,000 years, but they ultimately fell because I don't remember. The Eastern Roman Empire fell because of I don't know if it was like economical problems or societal things, but I think it's just like. Why did the Eastern Roman Empire fall? Because like we were talking about last time, that's what's ultimately unlocked like the European Renaissance, right?
The fall of the Eastern Roman Empire in 1453
This is just invaders, some Persian invaders.
was due to a long period of decline driven by external pressures from rival empires like the Sasanian Persians and Arab caliphates, followed by the rise of the Ottoman Turks and internal weaknesses such as civil wars, economic decline, and a dwindling army.
So like what it typically comes down to, I think, for like a running thread in a lot of the downfall of major civilizations is like the core unit of power, right? Of like physical force.
Like what do you mean?
Well, they fell because of invading. They weren't able to keep up an army because their society was falling apart, and so they weren't able to defend themselves. And the Western Roman Empire fell for similar reasons. The Roman Empire in general, it expanded to such a massive area of space that they like logistically, like they were kind of like smurfing for like several hundred years because no one had like an armies. They didn't know how to how to like defend themselves or organize themselves in a way which they could protect themselves against the Romans. And so the Romans would just be basically able to just flatten these entire areas and turn that into Rome. And at a certain point, like these areas were able to develop means to protect themselves, this unit of power, and overcome Rome, and that's why Rome fell. And so can the modern like fabric of society be like, is it resistant enough to invaders, and to like, is our unit of power strong enough, right? Because if you look at the reason why these civilizations fall, it's because of power.
Yeah. Mesopotamia didn't have a single fall, but rather experienced the decline of various successive empires due to a complex interplay of factors, including environmental degradation like salinization from irrigation and prolonged droughts, repeated foreign invasions by groups such as the Persians and Romans, and internal political instability that weakened governance and allowed city-states to compete for power.
So it's like internal turmoil, foreign invaders, and then geography. And Rome was similar, except minus the geography part, I think.
Yeah, they just lost their focus.
Yeah. But also, I imagine like it was also it was probably also a matter of like the surrounding areas able to fortify themselves and create armies. You
start taking the existing system for granted, and the vision and the focus and the experimentation and the engineering and whatever it is that got you to that system is no longer what is like the dominant values in that system anymore.
Yeah.
And then the system starts to lose its focus, and then what happens is, because the system's not adapting anymore, because you're not building on that.
Yeah, you stagnate and
you stagnate. Now the environment's changing.
Yeah.
And the culture that you had that was able to turn a kind of like difficult environment into an effective environment. Now you're kind of locked into this fucking system that's not relative to that doesn't make sense relative to the changing environment.
Yeah, it's like a common principle that applies even outside large companies fall because of lack of innovation and inability to adapt to a changing economy or a changing culture, right?
Yeah.
That's why
changing environment.
That's why every company eventually falls because of that, right? Because they get to a point where they're too big to fail.
Yeah, because they're like, it's good here, like whatever, we're good. Right. And slowly, it's like all of the best people are like leaving.
Yeah, like the Mongolian Empire fell for similar kind of reasons. I don't know if that's like kind of an interesting one to think about. It's because they didn't necessarily fall like just because of like, you know, they grew too big and then they weren't able to defend their land. They fell over after 3 generations. So by the 3rd generation, the members of that family of that dynasty were so well integrated into the parts of the world that they had newly occupied, that they just became like, you know, they became the Chinese people, and they became, you know, Persian people, and they became like people of different parts of the world, right? They became Russians, and so like they kind of dissolved into like other parts of the world rather than just kind of like falling all at once.
Yeah.
Right.
The Mongol army conquered most of continental Asia, including parts of West Asia, and the parts of Eastern Europe, and with further military expeditions to various other regions, including Japan, Indonesia, and India. The efforts of Mongol troops and their allies enabled the Mongol Empire to become the contemporarily largest polity in human history. Today, the former Mongol Empire remains the world's largest polity to have ever existed in terms of contiguous land area, and the 2nd largest polity overall, behind only the British Empire. What's a polity? A form or civic government, an organized state, basically.
Like if you frame it through a lens of decline and stagnation.
How is that possible?
Like did the British Empire fall, right? Or did they just become dissolved into like the
rest of the culture?
The global society?
It's a really good question.
Because Rome fell, but I don't know, did they fall, or were they just dissolved and absorbed by by that region.
Yeah. Yes, the British Empire fell largely in stages after the two world wars, culminating in a period of decolonization in the mid-20th century. Factors leading to decline included the devastating cost of the world wars, which weakened Britain financially and militarily, and the rise of nationalist movements in colonies demanding independence, and the emergence of the United States and Soviet Union as new global superpowers. While the empire officially dissolved, its legacy continues through Commonwealth of Nations, a voluntary association of independent states, and includes the United Kingdom and many of its former colonies.
So it's actually really similar, right, to Rome, because they basically overextended themselves. They ran out of money. They were no longer able to adapt, and they were dissolved.
The collapse of the British imperial power, all but complete by the mid-1960s, can be traced directly to the impacts of World War II. Damn. The Mughal empire is like, yeah, they're interesting because it's like, why were they so powerful? Were they just powerful because they had a more
archers?
Yeah, that was like the key.
Horseback archers. That's like literally like
they were just like far superior in their like military ability, basically. Specifically
range and movement buffs.
Yeah, so they were like superior from a military perspective, specifically because of their relationships and like ability to leverage horses in a way that no one else ever could.
Yeah, like they didn't have supply chains in the way that like modern armies have. Like they require like a long continuous path back towards where your food or your troops are coming from. They were fully nomadic, like as a society, and they were able to design their army around nomadic qualities of being self-sufficient and being mobile. And
so it's just because of like their skill, basically.
Well, it's because of their society was not built around like urbanization. It was nomadic, right? And so they're able to. That was like a advantageous quality that allowed them to be militarily superior to conventional militaries.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. There's a really good series on the Mongol Empire if you're interested in this.
Yeah.
I remember it's like a audio series that I highly recommend. It's very long. It's like 9 hours long or something. It's Dan Carlin's Hardcore History.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of this guy.
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. He does a really good Mongol Empire series. He does a bunch of others. Wrath of the Khans.
You've listened to this?
Yeah, I listened to it a while ago, like 10 years ago. It's really great though.
What else has he done?
He's covered every major he's covered every major society. I listened to one that like I still think about a lot about the Anabaptists in Germany.
The cover art's really cool.
Yeah, but he covers a lot of these are really just like bizarre societies or bizarre events in history that just produce these like really memorable, interesting lessons, I guess. Or he talks about like Rome. He talks about the Mediterranean. He talks a lot about Europe, but it's not limited to just Europe. It's like kind of global.
Have you thought about going to like that area?
Which area?
Bahrain and all that?
Yeah, I've thought about it. I wanted to go to Turkey for a while, but it's kind of like as a Westerner, it's a little hostile if you're not like familiar with the culture. I think Turkey's probably on the way better side than like going to Bahrain.
Yeah.
Or it's probably if I went, I would probably have to go with someone who is familiar with that part of the world.
Okay, I want to talk about this like interaction model for creating maps and stuff. But before we like move on from this subject, if you're cool, I just want to check one thing. Wait, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I want to check one thing.
Yeah.
I just want to look into the history of shawarma.
Yeah, let's do that.
Can we read it? Yeah, shawarma, Wikipedia. Go down. Yeah. All right. Shawarma. It's a Middle Eastern dish that originated in the Levant during the Ottoman Empire. So this is some Mesopotamia shit?
It's newer than that. Hold on, the history. The dish is especially popular in Ottawa, Ontario. What? What? What?
Well, I mean,
the
it is.
fuck?
It is though.
I've heard that, but I just thought that was kind of bullshit.
No, man.
That's a real thing. It's on the above the fold on the Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Let's read. We have a lot to investigate. Here.
What?
So shawarma is a Middle Eastern dish that originated in the Levant during the Ottoman Empire, consisting of meat that is cut into thin slices, stacked in an inverted cone, and roasted on a slow-turning vertical spit. Traditionally made with lamb or mutton. It may also be made with chicken, turkey meat, beef, falafel, or veal. The surface of the rotisserie's meat is routinely shaved off once it cooks and is ready to be served. Shawarma is popular street food throughout the Arab world, Levant, and the greater Middle East. It has become a popular street food in India. The name shawarma in Arabic is a rendering of the term I'm not going to be able to say that. Sevirme in Turkish, turning hence roughly synonymous to doner in this context, referring to rotisserie. The shawarma technique, grilling a vertical stack of meat, slices, and cutting it off as it cooks, first appeared in the Ottoman Empire in the 19th century.
You gotta put that on a T-shirt. Shawarma technique.
Yeah,
That's like a sick little it's like a band name.
shawarma technique. That's pretty good, actually.
Shawarma technique.
Yeah, which both the Greek gyros and the Levantine shawarma are derived from. Shawarma led to the development during the early 20th century of the contemporary Mexican dish, tacos al pastor.
What?
What the fuck?
Well,
When it was brought there by Lebanese immigrants, the dish is also especially popular in Ottawa, Ontario, where a large community of Lebanese diaspora exists.
Why are there a lot of
I don't know, but I can tell you the food there is fucking great.
because people always say that there's like good shawarmas in Ottawa, and I always thought that
great.
was just like.
But there's good shawarma. You know, there's good shawarma. Oh man, we'll get into this.
All right. What, you're gonna say Mississauga or something?
Well, I went to this place called Shawarma Avenue.
Shawarma Avenue.
It's really
It's
good.
the avenue.
It's fucking good, man. It's good.
I haven't had a shawarma in like 15 years.
Oh, you're crazy, bro.
I had a gyro, just
So I was at Ridgeway
months ago.
Plaza, and I saw these hard ass motherfucking dudes like in their car,
yeah.
and there were so many cars in this plaza. It was
Yeah.
like there was so much shit. I can't explain to you. Like if you haven't been there, you need to go there. And there were so many people there. And
They're all here for the shawarmas.
no, they're there for like there's incredible food in this plaza.
I see.
Like it's becoming like a global food destination. This plaza.
Plazas are a little fucked up that way.
No, but this
the
plaza.
density of food,
No,
like
I want to
good
explain
food.
it. No,
This one specifically was
No.
so good.
no,
It was a
Gabe.
destination.
What I'm like, you need to
This is
listen.
like the Bahrain of
yeah, like you need to understand.
yeah,
This in all my years like living in Canada,
yeah.
I've never seen anything like this before.
So what do they have then?
So hold on a sec.
Okay.
There's 1,100 units in this plaza.
That's a big plaza.
There's 1,100 units in this plaza.
Can you pull up a street view or something so I can visualize
Dude,
what this
there
looks
is people coming from all over the world.
like? Go back.
Look at this. Yeah,
Where is this? In Mississauga?
yeah. There's people coming from all over the world. There's
Can you pull up Google Maps?
there's like people driving McLarens in this plaza.
Do the street view or do the satellite view or something. I need to see what this place looks like. It's just a regular plaza.
No, it's huge. You need to like go night videos of this so you can understand fully. It's not a regular plaza. You need to see like it's like they like the government's getting involved trying to crack this shit down. It's nuts, but the food is incredible.
So people just go here and like hang out in like the parking lot? Dance in the parking lot?
Yeah, this is just one example of it. There's more. Go back.
Ridgeway Plaza.
Go to like Cars or like something like that. Yeah. Look how many people there are.
Holy shit! It's like a block party.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's Rat Vibes? Wow. So this is a destination.
This is a fucking destination.
Yeah, if you're like
I
in the
went
suburbs,
there. I
guess
went
it's like a
there,
place
and there
to
was
go
this
to.
dude from Austin, Texas, hanging out there, and he said he was here for a wedding, and they were like, "Where do you want to go? You want to check out the scene tower?" He's like, "No, I just want to go to Ridgeway Plaza." You like this place is insane.
I've never heard of it.
So check this out.
Police presence.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's out of control. But it's
Yeah.
but in a good way.
In a good way.
And I genuinely mean this in a good way. I genuinely mean this. It's incredible.
Yeah.
The food is so fucking
So
good.
what other kind of foods do they have? It's just like
It's
besides shawarma?
so much shit. So much shit. Like it's so fucking good. And they gotta like make sure that it doesn't get like fucked up. But the fact that this is happening there is incredible. If they shut this down, it's gonna be so dumb.
You know, like the thing is that's like a little fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, I've only ever been to like Chinese like plazas.
Yeah.
Where like every place is like a bubble tea place or like a
Yeah.
Chinese grocery
They have
store.
bubble tea here.
Yeah, I saw that Gongcha.
Yeah.
But I've never been to like a non-Chinese plaza. So
Neither have I.
I don't know what it looks like.
No, it
I've only
looks
been
the
to those
same.
I've been
It
to,
looks
like,
the same.
Markham ones, like Vaughan
Yeah, yeah,
ones,
it's the
like
same shit.
Scarborough
The only
ones.
thing is this plaza is like it looks the same. The difference is it's a plaza, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you have like it's just units.
Yeah,
That's all it is,
yeah.
right? But what changes it is who's there,
Yeah.
and the kind of food that's there.
You know what's
And-
fucked up though? Like
Yeah.
this is the kind of like missing third place, you know, that people always talk about.
Yeah.
Because this is like a walkable urban district. Essentially, it's a plaza, but it's a walkable urban.
Dude, this place is so
right?
fucking crazy. There's like crazy ass like $300,000 cars driving around this place.
Yeah, this is like indistinguishable from Rome.
N-
It's essentially the same thing.
No, but yo, think about it. There's like, there it is, Shawarma Avenue. Okay,
Shawarma Avenue.
but there's like $300,000 cars. There's nowhere to get parking and shit. So I'm driving through the Ridgeway Plaza.
Yeah.
Or I'm driving through.
Yeah.
And there's just you're so close to the other cars, right?
Yeah.
And so I have my window down.
Yeah.
And we're driving next to this other car, and this woman has her window down too. She's sitting in the back seat, and I'm like so close to her because like my car's right beside her, and I just looked at her, and I was like, "This plaza's fucking crazy."
Yeah.
And she's like, "I know, I know, right?" She's like, "I know."
I know.
And we keep driving.
Yeah.
Then after I see these guys, they pull up, these like hard ass looking like Persian guys or something, right? They look like hard as fuck.
Yeah.
And then I pull up and I like have my window down. So I'm like, these guys probably know where good food is and shit, you know? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I just look at them and like he rolls his window down. And I'm like,
He talked to you first.
No, I talked to him.
you talked to him.
Yeah. I talked to him. I was like, I was trying to like maybe make him laugh a little bit and then see if I could like find out some like information versus like looking at Google Maps or something, right?
Sure.
So, and I was also just trying to get a feel for the plaza, like who's here, what are they like, you know?
Yeah.
So my window's down. He rolls down his window. He's looking at me. 3 guys in the car.
Yeah.
2, like one driver, passenger, one dude in the back.
Who are you with?
I was with my friend Ahmed.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Abid?
Yeah. So me and him.
Yeah.
So the window's down. I look at him and I'm like, man, there's so many fucking restaurants here.
Yeah.
This is crazy. How do you know where to go? Like, where do you go? He's like, I don't know, man. There's too many. I'm like, just tell me one.
Yeah.
Just tell me one.
Yeah.
And he's like, it depends, man, what you want to eat and stuff. I'm like, just whatever, bro. Just tell me the restaurant. And this guy in the back seat, he's sitting there. He's like squirming and shit.
Yeah.
He's like getting excited.
Yeah.
He takes off his seatbelt. He's like, because
Yeah,
he's on the
yeah.
opposite side. He's in the back
I see,
seat
I
on the
see.
opposite
Yeah.
side. He takes off his
Comes over the
seatbelt.
window and
Yeah, he
says
comes over the
shawarma.
window. He's like fucking pushing it down. He's so excited so excited to tell me as the window's going down. He's like saying Shawarma Avenue. Shawarma Avenue.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, let's go check out this place. So it was like right up ahead. So I was like, okay, cool, we'll go there. And I went there. And this place is so good, man. They're plating the fucking shawarma. They're plating it.
As opposed to just giving you like a wrap.
Yeah. They're like plating it. Look, they're plating it.
That's for catering though, right?
No, but that you order these like it comes on these wooden platters. Look at that. They serve it on a wooden platter.
That's really fucking good.
It's so good, man.
that looks really
And look at that. If you go back a couple frames,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe this is common, but I haven't seen anyone do this.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe I wasn't paying attention or what, but I've never seen anyone do this.
Do what?
So look at that. If you go right there, what he's doing is he's taking the wrap bread and he's toasting it by putting it on the back flame.
I feel like I've seen that before.
Maybe, yeah. I just didn't notice. But like, see how they serve it like this?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's like next generation like shawarma.
They're plating it, man.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good. And the competition in this plaza for this kind of food is so high.
It's high.
Yeah, and plus, as you know, shawarma in the Greater Toronto area, there's a lot of shawarma, man.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
And so to have this dish that everyone eats and to like stand out, it's not easy, man.
Right.
And when I bit this thing, this is just my take. I have still have a lot to learn. I still have to like eat shawarma and Scarborough, and I gotta like, I gotta earn my position. I'm not there yet.
As a critic,
as a critic, I'm not there yet. I understand that. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is that I was very impressed with this place. I was very, very impressed. And when I ate it, I felt like I could taste like a little bit of a chip on the shoulder of the guys who were making it. Yeah. Like they were just tired of like all the other shawarma. You know,
that you could feel like the expression of the creator.
I felt like I could see that they were like, like we're tired of the shawarma in this area.
Yeah, someone's got to come in.
Yeah, like this is what they think is good.
Yeah.
I felt like I could sense that.
Yeah, you think like they have a lot of passion.
I think when something's really, really good, the person's got to be like angry. I think you got to be kind of angry.
Because like you feel
think about it.
So visceral. Like it's like
okay. Well, Gabe, think about it. You've worked on like a lot of like different hard projects now, right? So think about this. The guy, it probably started like this. The guy like is going and he's seeing the shawarma. He's seeing all the shawarma that other people are eating, and he's like, "What the fuck, man? This ain't it. I can make this way better at home." And so he starts making it maybe for his friends and stuff. And they're like, this is really good. This is awesome. So it takes a certain level of frustration to like start making it, looking at the ingredients, getting the right bread, the right wraps, you know what I mean? And making it and then showing it to your friends. It takes a certain level of frustration to be like, this is better shawarma. Here, I made it. I know it. I know this is better. But then it takes a different level of frustration to then operationalize that and do it every day, right? Where you're like turning it into a system. You're dealing with people. You're opening a restaurant.
Can we really quick look up like the owners of the Shawarma Avenue?
Yeah,
because I want to believe this whole backstory. Well,
it's my own little thing that I made up.
That you're coming up with.
It's my own made up thing in my head.
But it's.
But you know what I mean, though,
just
right?
like every mythical story, there's a lot of interpretation that we all add.
This is the story that went through my head when I bit into
So you interpreted the story of Shawarma Avenue in a certain way,
I know nothing about it. This is just off a bite. This is off like no research.
So
I don't even know who these people are.
Because you're gonna be really disappointed if it's gonna be some like franchise or something.
Yeah, maybe I would be. Halal shawarma, barbecue, and more. It's just one location, man.
Just one location.
Yeah.
At the hottest plaza in
you need to check out this plaza. Ontario. I promise you, this plaza is insane. Wait, this is a different location.
Wait, is this? No, this is Eglinton. This is the plaza. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Eglinton Avenue West. Gives it to the guy, feeds him in the car. It's that same guy with like the top knot. So is that?
Yeah, I think that's the owner. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just biting it and then geeking out on it. I was like, "Holy shit, it's so good."
Yeah, I want to learn more about the history and the backstory of I want to learn the story of Shawarma Avenue to learn how it came to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll be able to find it. I think we got to like go over there and talk to the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the shawarma's really good.
Yeah.
Shawarma's really good. It's like thin. It's like not overdone. And I get it Arabi style.
You get Arabi style?
Arabi, yeah.
What's that?
It's like Arabi style.
Arabi style? It's like what style?
I don't know. It's just the way.
That's what they call it?
Yeah.
It's just like what you made up?
No.
Okay, they call
That's
it
like a real style, yeah.
Okay.
Arabi style.
Arabi style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's my shit.
You're not gonna like this. I'm more of like a Greek gyros kind of rap.
I don't think of it as like a one or the other, bro. Huh? I think it's like I don't think it's like a one or the other. I think it's like they each have their purpose,
Yeah.
And their time. Sometimes you need an Arabi style shawarma, man.
Arabi.
Yeah. Sometimes that's just what it is.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not.
Do you ever go to Messini?
No.
Danforth?
No.
Greek
Is
town?
it good?
I grew up around this place, right? This place opened when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I know a lot more about this stuff because I grew up near Greek town, so I was surrounded by gyros. I wasn't surrounded by shawarmas, Arabi shawarmas. Arabi.
Yo.
And so I remember this. So look up this place Messini on Danforth. this place did so well. This is like an equally important story because I bet you like the property value of this one location is equal, if not significantly more expensive than this slot in Ridgeway Plaza, because it's a prime Danforth storefronts.
The funny thing about Ridgeway Plaza, just to add on to that, quick tangent.
Messini. It's a great town. You're not,
How do you spell it?
Messini, Messini.
Dude, the thing about the Ridgeway Plaza thing though, it's in the middle of nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
And it's not supposed to be this thing.
Yeah.
Like it was never supposed to be this thing. So obviously the people who bought units in this plaza are laughing now. Because
Right.
they're
So they made
laughing
good
because dude, there's people flying in from all over the world.
yeah.
This is like a massive fluke.
Yeah.
This has become some weird cultural.
Yeah. But they didn't realize that.
Nobody did, man. Nobody, not even the government.
No drop thinks it's responsible for the flood, right?
This is not something that I think any community wants. Ridgeway Plaza draws foodies from across North America. It's booming.
Angered locals.
So this is the thing, right? I
It's
get it.
such like a Mississauga resident.
No, but I get it. Like Gabe, I get it. Like if the plaza's fucking crazy, people are like fighting and shit and partying. I get it, right? Like I get it. I get that angle of it. But there's an angle of it that's like pretty awesome. And the angle of it that's pretty awesome is that now you have this like interesting like little Times Square kind of situation going on in Mississauga with all this great food, and you have this like plaza to go through, but they totally didn't plan for this. They did not plan for this to happen at all. So probably like the residential shit they built around the area doesn't factor this in. Not, like, you know what I mean?
That's like the story of like Toronto though, as like a city though.
Yeah, so here's my thing though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Canada fucks up a lot of things.
Yeah.
Right? Especially when they're like interesting.
Yeah.
And they're working.
Yeah.
I feel like they kind of fuck shit up.
Overly regulates.
I think like if you haven't gone to Ridgeway Plaza before they come in and they set all these like rules and restrictions and shit, like you gotta go now. You gotta go now. You gotta go now before it changes. Yeah. People are already saying like, oh, yo, it's getting kind of neutered and stuff. It's like a little bit less. It's still crazy to me.
Crackdown on Ridgeway Plaza. So what kind of crackdown would they?
There was like I heard there was like a helicopters and shit, and they were bringing stuff there and like.
Well, if it's that bad, is it warranted to crack down on a place like this?
I think it's just it's just so unexpected how popular this place is getting.
That's the thing about Toronto, though, right? There's like so many instances of like overwhelming demand flooding like an area which cannot keep up with that demand, in this case, like. But
in this case, I totally agree with you, Gabe. Yeah. But in this case, it's cool.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I'm not disagreeing.
No, I mean, like when I went there, like I'm like, it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing. This is like an instance where this is like awesome.
Yeah, it's probably even the time you came, you'll probably never be able to replicate that.
No,
right? So
I went there on a Sunday night.
Yeah, these kind of moments are fleeting.
We should go here together.
We'll go.
Yeah,
we'll go.
Like I think this is like I'm trying to go here like once a week right now.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like it's gonna change.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna change. I think it's like there's too many people that are looking at this and they're like, I don't know what this is. They're scared of it and shit like that. But if you are someone that like it also has the best elements of the GTA as well in the chaos. Yeah. Right? It's because it's the food and just seeing like a different kind of culture. Yeah. Like it's like a lot of like Pakistani, I guess, culture there, right? And so just seeing that like proliferate, it's like really dope. And they have like interesting like shisha bars and stuff. And the plaza is just, it's so big. Yeah. It's so huge. But it's like unbelievable.
It'd probably be way better if you weren't even allowed to drive in there.
Yeah, I think it would be better, yeah. And I think it would probably eliminate. Look at that.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's just poor design. But they probably again,
but they didn't know.
They
did not know. No, yeah.
Action,
and
right?
this is not like an anticipation thing where it's like the over immigration kind of thing. This is like an anticipation.
High demand for like a good.
This is like this place bangs.
Yeah, it's warranted.
It bangs,
it's
man.
Yeah.
It bangs, dude. It bangs. I don't know if I'd go there on a Friday or Saturday night based on all the videos and stuff that I've seen. Yeah. But I think like just walking around there and just like, it's cool. What plaza is there? Like, okay, in the Greater Toronto area with plazas, there's two ways you interact with it. Yeah. Right. You go to a plaza, you're going to a specific place. You're going to a restaurant, you're getting takeout. Yeah. That's what it is. You're going to a plaza. Another thing that happens, maybe if you have more time and stuff, you link up with a friend. Like there used to be like, probably still is, people link up outside of a Tim Hortons. Yeah. Nice cars and stuff. You know, everyone hangs out. Yeah. Right. But That's what I know of like a plaza.
Yeah.
You go into a restaurant, maybe you're linking with your friends, hanging in the parking lot for a bit. It's not a crazy thing. But this, I've never seen a plaza where it's like fucking an amusement park.
Well, like Toronto, like city planning does a really poor job of designing around these kind, like in Italy, right? They have like piazzas.
Yeah.
They have this kind of concept all across
Yes.
Europe, right? A big, huge open space where people
Yeah.
just meet and eat food and just hang out. And
Yes.
that doesn't really exist. Like there's like the concept. I can't. Really, I'm having a hard time even visualizing what that exists in how that exists in Toronto.
You know what this plaza is like? It's like the CNE every
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
Where it's like you find a parking spot,
Yeah.
and then you're like, all right, let's walk around.
Yeah.
Let's go do something.
Yeah.
And it's so big, you can like cross.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
But it's those kind of spaces that are missing for the city, which it really sucks because there's such obvious high demand for those kinds of those kind of like city squares.
it'd be so awesome if they like found a way to like take this plaza and like replicate it, like one per city,
Yeah.
right?
Like this specific plaza.
Like
they-
meaning like if you could have like one in Markham with like Markham kind of food, right? Like you have one in like
They
Scarborough.
have plazas
Yeah,
all
no,
over
they
the
do.
place,
They
though.
do. I just never seen one like this. Like it's
Yeah.
so busy.
Yeah.
It's so like thriving. It's like
I
it's
wish
like
they had this kind of
awesome.
thing like in the city though, like because
Yeah.
I like staying in the city,
Yeah.
right?
No,
And,
for
like,
sure.
There's nothing like this in the city. It's designed around like houses and then like one big road.
Can we investigate like why is it that Ridgeway Plaza is so busy? Like how did this happen?
Because the population of that area is
No,
like,
it's
so
not.
high.
It's not. It's not the
not.
population. It's not.
Yeah,
It
you
has
have
something to
people
do.
flying
No,
in,
no. So I looked into the. So I actually talked to somebody
It's a
who.
thriving hub for diverse international restaurants.
Yo. So hold on. I have some like intel that won't be on this thing right now. So I actually talked to somebody that owns a unit.
Yeah, in
Right?
Ridgeway Plaza.
In Ridgeway Plaza.
Yeah.
And it has something to do with like the catering routes of like the Pakistani or Persian food or some shit like that. And so what was happening was I think they were like driving into Toronto or something. Like I got to figure this out. I should talk to this guy about this and like get more intel on this.
Yeah.
But like it has something to do with like the routes, and what they were doing was they were driving from like one point to the other. I think to transport like catering orders.
Yeah.
And I think this like place just happened to be an interesting middle point.
Yeah.
And so the initial like kindling of
Yeah.
the plaza was just like people who are really fucking good at making food.
Yeah.
It has something to do with that, right? Where it's like, I think because the only way that you get a plaza that's like this busy, you have to start with something interesting.
Yeah.
Because there's plazas in the area, man. They're you know what I mean? There's a lot of plazas in the Greater Toronto area. There's a lot of plazas in Mississauga.
So it's probably an overwhelming amount of demand initially.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe what happens is you start with 10 interesting restaurants
Yeah.
in the plaza, right? And so that attracts some traffic.
Yeah.
And then another person opens a restaurant and they're like, fuck, those guys are here?
Well, you just drew this line. Isn't the point you're trying to make that like there's already existing demand for these kinds of restaurants, and this is like a midpoint. This is like just shortens the distance between people.
Well,
that
I know,
want
but that
kind of
was,
food to
but
getting.
no. But it wasn't the people who wanted the food.
Yeah.
It was the people who were making the food.
Right.
Right. So
yeah.
it was their catering routes. So
Yeah.
I'm saying, I think maybe you have these initial like high quality chefs
Yeah.
that like just got there, and then that's like initial kindling.
Yeah.
But then if you have these like high quality chefs and someone else opens a restaurant,
Yeah.
right? You look at the other restaurants and maybe you're like, damn, we got to be really good
Yeah.
if we're going to keep up here.
Right.
And there's like a compounding effect. And then if the food keeps getting better and better, then you have like all of a sudden a lot of people
But you
coming.
said there's 1,000 shops. They're
Well,
probably,
well,
probably
hold
not
on
all
a sec,
good.
hold on.
There's probably
Wait.
like 10 of them that are good. Right?
Hold on a sec. So you have all these people that are like coming, and then it starts compounding to the point where I went there.
Yeah.
This dude from Austin, Texas, is there,
Yeah.
and I was like, "How do you know about Ridgeway?" He's like, "Dude, everybody knows about Ridgeway. Everybody." He's like, "Everybody knows about Ridgeway." I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." There's also another interesting thing about this plaza. You have to buy I think they have certain licenses. So there's only like one barbershop allowed.
Right.
And so if you have the barbershop license, you can be the only barbershop
Yeah,
there or
makes sense.
something like
There's,
that.
zoning and regulation.
Something like
within,
that.
like that.
Yeah, but I think it's unique to this plaza, that kind of licensing system. Yeah,
Okay.
I heard.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm scratching the surface on this one,
Yeah.
right? But I would just say off the rip, just off a visit, it's crazy compelling. It's crazy compelling. It's so worth it. It's guaranteed. If you're into like these kind of like immigrant scenes,
Yeah.
like Chinatown and shit like that, like
I am like super into that stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not like so big on shawarma.
No, but there's other
I'm
stuff.
not so big in
Let's go. Let's
halal
look up.
food like that.
Yeah. Let's look up Ridgeway Plaza food.
Like I go to the Chinese plazas like pretty frequently actually. But I don't really go to I don't really eat halal food that often.
Well, they got burger joint. They got Indian food. They got Hakka.
Yeah, I like Hakka.
Yeah. They got Chinese food there.
Hakka-licious.
Yeah, they got look at that restaurant. Just look at this. So here's the thing. Okay. So the place.
I love these places that are just like they look like kind of they're not trying to be like upscale or anything. They just like it is what it is.
Well, I mean I think this place is trying to be upscale. I just think it doesn't know how. I think that's like trying extremely hard to be upscale. Look at this. There's like fucking dragons on the ceiling and shit.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, man. Look, here's the thing. This is what I'm trying to say. Look at the interior of this restaurant.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, there's two things that are important about this. Yeah. There are Hakka joints in Toronto and like in the Greater Toronto area that are known Eddies. Yeah. Right? Yeah. They're like known spots. Right? Yeah. Now, here's the thing. This plaza's been open 3 to 4 years. Yeah. Something like that. It's fucking banging in there. Yeah. There's a lot of people. Now you want to open a Hakka spot and you get access to a unit there. So what are you thinking? Right?
But why aren't other plazas
well, hold on, hear me out.
Right.
Hear me out. Like, what are you thinking? You're thinking, man, this Hakka spot has got to be good to keep up, right? And so I think that's what drives the design. Look at that. They're like, this needs to be a destination. Yeah. So they design it like that. How many Hakka spots have you seen that look like that in the Greater Toronto area?
Yeah, not many.
Not many, man. And so here's the thing. So we have these spots, Eddies, things that we know. And so you have this new Hakka-licious joint that opens up. And so you don't know about it. I don't know about it. You don't know about it. It's not a common name. But because it's in that plaza, it could be the best Hakka food in the GTA.
Right.
You see? And so there's all these things, right? Like even this Shawarma Avenue place. Like, what are you talking about Shawarma Avenue? Yeah. What's that? What is that? Yeah. Right? But because there might be like so many bangers. Yeah. There might be bangers in this place that don't survive. That are just like they come, you know what I mean? They're hit and then they're gone. But at one point they were just like so good. They couldn't figure it out. You know what I mean though, right?
Are there successful plazas in like a
on this level?
5 kilometer radius of this plaza?
Nothing like this. Maybe because of this.
Is this plaza's success a function of the density of the population in that area of people that don't want to commute into Toronto? Or is it really like would people from Toronto commute to Ridgeway Plaza?
People from Toronto are commuting to Ridgeway Plaza. 100% that's going down. Not only people from Toronto, bro. Right, people from like Boston, New York Texas. And shit. They're all going to Ridgeway Plaza.
Right. So are there other plazas nearby then? So is that it's like a little Tim Hortons one?
Yeah, there's no way, man.
Yeah.
Nothing touches this. This is the Mecca.
This is the Mecca.
This is the Mecca, dude.
Of Shawarma.
This is the Mount Fuji.
The Mount Fuji.
Of plazas.
Yeah.
This is it.
Because there are other plazas then, right?
So no, I'm telling you,
they're
Gabe.
Not as popular.
Gabe, I'm telling you, this is not even, I don't know what the fuck this even is.
Yeah.
This is some other thing.
So I've never even heard of this place.
Yeah, I know.
Just now.
I know, but it's huge. I'm telling you, it's huge. It's huge. It's unbelievable. Someone needs to make a documentary about this before they switch it up. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
It's definitely unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, you saw the people, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, in general, I don't know what it's like living in those kinds of places in like suburbs, like the far out suburbs like that. I don't know if people just congregate in like parking lots like that.
They
like,
don't. Well, I mean, they do, but not like that.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Yeah.
Not like. There's never been something where you're living in Mississauga and you're gonna drive 5-10 minutes to a plaza, and when you get there, it's fucking Times Square.
Yeah.
And there's people from it's people from New York City and shit. Yeah. No, man. Yeah. We've never had anything like that. Never. You go downtown for that shit.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody is coming from Austin, Texas, or like New York City or wherever the fuck they're coming from to go to a plaza in Mississauga. No one's getting off the plane and saying, all right, when are we going to Ridgeway?
Yeah.
That's never happened. That's
honestly,
never happened.
I really have to see it to believe it, I think. Like,
yeah.
You're really selling it, but I really have to experience it
100%.
to understand what you're talking about.
Dude, 100%.
Because in my head, I'm like, all right, suburban plaza. I guess it's very popular.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah.
So I went there, and it took me like a couple of times for it to like click too. Yeah. Well, I mean, I went there twice, And so the first time I went there, I was just like going to a specific spot
Yeah.
because I wanted to do a very specific thing. And I just randomly went to this plaza.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my God, it's so busy here. It's so busy. And then this second time I went there specifically to like walk around.
Yeah.
And I just like parked my car. I got out and I just walked around. And I was like, holy shit. The people there are so happy.
Is it possible? It's probably like really difficult to find a place to park your car.
Yeah.
That's why I wish they had more of like in the city in general. Though, like just places that you can just like walk around. Right.
This place is cool.
Places like this where you can just walk around.
Pizza Karachi. It's
Yeah.
endless. This is not even doing it.
Pizza?
This is great that Robbie's pulling this up, but it's not even doing it justice. There's
I
so
believe you.
many restaurants.
I believe you.
Melt and dip, red chili hakka. Look at the size of this plaza. Like we're still in it. Look at this. Look
I
at the
know.
size of
I
this
know.
place.
I see it.
This is
really
crazy.
big. It is really
This
big.
is insane.
It's multiple city blocks.
This is insane, man. Look at this
You
place.
probably can't even walk around this area.
It's awesome. It's
what are those two
fucking
big ones?
awesome.
Is that
They
a-
made a 24/7 C&E.
Is that a mall in the south of there? What are those two big spots? Or is there, no, hold on, south of that. Yeah, what are those big ones? Are they part of the plaza?
Imagine you bought a house and shit here, man.
In Ridgeway Plaza.
Imagine you're someone who doesn't give a shit about any of
Dude,
this.
that's office space. Imagine you open like a
Shawarma factory.
new stadium, like a business center there. You work out of Ridgeway Plaza every day.
Just a fucking massive WeWork.
Yeah, exactly.
To apply for a business license for a business located in the Ridgeway Plaza, you must apply with the City of Mississauga Businesses Licensing Office. As Ridgeway Plaza is located within Mississauga. Yeah. I'm gonna do some research on this, man. I'm trying to like I wanna master this. Like this is my Bahrain. Like, you know, this is like my like ancient
Yeah,
civilization.
it's your oasis.
This is my oasis. This
Yeah.
is like I'm trying to understand. It's the same. It's weird,
Yeah.
but it's the same kind of thing.
Similar, yeah.
It's similar. Like why? Like when you ask
Yeah.
why is this plaza so, like
Understanding
it's like why?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean. Like why is this happening?
Yeah.
But it's just the size of it. It's just crazy,
I've
man.
never seen anything like it.
I've never seen anything like this, and this is
It's blowing my mind. Well, that's the barber.
yeah, that's
Barber's
where
voice.
Barbara's voice. Yeah, yeah, crazy, man.
Yeah, it's a thing I'm always jealous though of about like suburban spaces because there's
Yeah.
always just so much like
Open
land.
space.
There's
Yeah.
just so much shit you can just build.
Yeah,
Whereas you're so constrained in the city.
Shawarma Avenue, man. God damn, bro. Look at that.
Yeah.
Melt and dip. Yo, it's so fun. It's so fun going to this place, man. It's just so much fun. And the thing is, you gotta like you go like you don't go to just one spot.
Yeah.
So what you do is you get there, you know, you pick your first spot. Maybe you want an appetizer.
Yeah.
So you go to one restaurant for an appetizer. Then you dip.
Start a biryani boss.
Yeah, exactly. Then you
Yeah.
dip. Then you go to the next spot.
Gotta
Then
go.
you're like, yo, you want shawarma or some shit?
Yeah.
Or yo,
Shawarma.
sometimes like what I was doing, I was just walking around. I saw someone with a mango ice cream.
Yeah.
This mother and this daughter, and they were
Yeah.
so happy,
Yeah.
bro. There was so much joy in their face.
Yeah.
And I was like, where'd you get that mango ice cream? And they looked at me, and the girl, the daughter, was so excited to tell me where she got it. She was like, it's from Up and Up Farm. And she's like, it's by the freezer. And then the mom looked at me, she's like, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. So I go back there. I go back to this freezer at Up and Up Farm to get this mango ice cream. I have a video of it. You can pull up that video on my Twitter. It's an unboxing of it. So I go to get it,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this other guy's there. And so I'm getting the ice cream and shit. And this other guy comes and he talks to me. He's like, hey, are you getting the mango ice cream? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I heard you talking to the people out there about it. Sounds really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you should grab one too, man. And then let's put audio on this. This is me unboxing it.
This is ice cream. You posted your ice cream.
Yeah,
You're
this is me
wearing-
unboxing
You're
it.
wearing like
Is
polished
it-
leather
so
shoes
this-
from Ridgeway Plaza.
Yeah, so then when I got it, this other girl and this guy grabbed it too, and I'm like, oh, why is this ice cream so popular? And she's like, oh, it's a TikTok trend.
Oh,
eating the ice cream.
This thing is like with some like
This ice cream
viral
is
TikTok
popular,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, but I just found out from asking this like
Gotcha.
daughter and mom.
They even have like the Korean corn ice cream.
So this is actually like an Asian product, I believe.
This mango ice cream is?
Yeah.
I've had that corn, I've had that corn ice cream before. Yeah, this
Look
looks
at
like
that,
an Asian product.
It looks like a mango, bro. Oh yeah.
It was so good.
How much was that?
I don't know.
$8?
No, it was really good.
Wow.
It's the best ice cream
Yeah.
item
Yeah.
that I've had
That's insanely good.
in the last 10 years.
This is probably the most interesting thing you showed me so far from this plaza. I believe you that the shawarma.
Look
ice
at
cream-
this.
I believe the shawarma avenue is good, but like this ice cream it looks.
No, but there's so what I'm trying to tell you is like that's just my little beginner view on it.
Yeah.
Shawarma Avenue is my beginner view of it.
Yeah.
Right? But what I'm trying to say is that there's so many gems, like little things, like the little items and shit.
Yeah, it's all there's a lot. They're all different. There's even a grocery store in here.
What's this hotspot cafe? There's a Karahi Boys.
Is there like
in
a
the
street
joint.
view or something? Go to a street view. I want to see what this place looks like.
It just looks like a
I
plaza.
want to walk through here.
It's just a plaza, man.
It's just a plaza. But
It's
it
just a
sounds
plaza.
Like,
You got to look
it
at
sounds like it's significantly more than a plaza.
Yeah, because of the people in the restaurants.
Right.
But from a design perspective,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just a plaza.
Yeah.
Also, Robbie, when you have a chance, can we compare the size of this plaza relative to other plazas? Because maybe that's a kind of a key factor too. It's like maybe it's just.
Yeah. There's a sense of scale which I'm not fully like visualizing well.
So this is the place where I got the ice cream. I ate it. I ate it right. I ate it right there, right in
right
front
there.
of where like those carts are and shit.
Yeah.
Oh no, I ate it right by the front door actually because it was raining. So I was like under the, whatever it's called.
It's interesting though how like there's a lot of demand for like high density spaces in the suburbs like this. Because when you think of suburbs, you think of like a big ass like Walmart or something.
Yeah,
Right.
but yo, Gabe, it's something to do with these restaurants because like look at the names.
Yeah,
of
I know.
them.
I believe you. Cause
No,
like,
but like look, what is that? What is that restaurant called? Pizza Toronto. like there's no pizza. There's
Yeah.
no pizza. There's no
I like that.
Domino's.
I like that.
You get what
Yeah.
I'm
'Cause
saying?
I think when I
Like
think
these
of-
are all like,
when I
what
think of
is this
plazas,
place?
This is like a visionary plaza. Because like when I think of plazas, I think of like
Look,
pizza.
there's not a single recognizable
Yeah.
brand. There's not a single one. There's no Tim Hortons.
Yeah, that's good.
Look at what is this?
but
It's just
Tammy?
every and I think I also
Potato
think,
bar?
dude. I also think, of course, there's Laziz, but I also think that part of what makes it interesting
Yeah.
is that there's no recognizable spots.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's
yours to
discover.
discover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's yours to discover.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's
It's
Gong
Gong
Cha,
Cha,
of
Gong
course.
Cha, yeah.
You gotta have Gong Cha.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it caters to a different audience. It's not like a generic.
It's
kind
for
of like
foodies,
a-
right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
like-
not a generic like Mississauga Plaza with
No.
with a Pizza Hut and
Like, look at this.
Yeah.
Perfumes.
Yeah,
and
it's-
Atar-
yeah, it's-
I don't even know what that is.
It's a little more upscale. Yeah, for foodies.
For foodies, yeah.
Yeah.
Burger Block. Like this is so much fun.
Mexican taste. Ceviche. It does look pretty good.
It's so fun, man.
Yeah, it's like a playground.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Keep going down here. Yeah,
I wish I could live closer to these places. Cause I drove to Mississauga recently,
it's nice there.
dude. It took me like an hour.
Depends on which
over an
part of
hour.
Mississauga you went to.
Yeah.
By the lake is nice.
Yeah.
Karahi Master, Red Chili, and look, it just
Okay.
keeps going. We can go down over there.
Yeah. There's
What's this
plazas like
place? What's this
like-
pizza? City South Pizza. Okay, cool.
There are. It is interesting though how like there are plazas. There's even a plaza I went to recently. That's
Yeah.
like, it's just north of me. I don't even remember what it's called. But it's like the same kind of deal where there's so many like random places like this that I've never like non-franchises, right?
Shawarma Avenue. Food Fight Barbecue Bar. Right?
It's the Toronto twist.
Slow smoked barbecue.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
And so the other thing is that you can go to places for specific items. Like if there's two like, I don't know, Pakistani like joints, Karahi joints or whatever, kebab joints, whatever.
Yeah.
And you like one item from one and you like the other item from the other.
Yeah.
You just grab the items. So it's like your whole night.
It's like
Is there
bar
even
hopping.
your dessert, you go to a different spot.
Peg's Grill. Lahori street food.
Look, come on, Gabe, this is nuts, dude.
I know.
This is nuts. And there's not a single recognizable brand.
What does that even say?
Sumac.
Sumac?
Yeah.
Oh, Sumac. Yeah, this is like the modern version of like this is like what Bahrain literally is. This is like Bahrain and Mississauga, Ontario.
Copper. Aladdin's. Wait, go back. Go back. Right here. Go to the left.
This is like a trade hub.
Yeah, Aladdin's Shawarma Fusion.
Biryani boss. Yeah.
Do you like biryani?
I do like biryani.
Yeah. I feel like there's banger biryani in this plaza.
I grew up in like there's a little India that was like right beside my
Yeah,
house.
like near Gerard.
Yeah, Gerard and Greenwood.
Yeah, so this is way better than that.
It's like a next generation version.
Way
of that,
better,
right?
dude. Way better.
Because that was always kind of like, it was more of like an immigrant.
And I feel like it never
versus-
realized its potential.
Yeah.
Or maybe it did. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I just think this is like crazy.
But I don't think they had the space to like to cook in the way that they do here.
Yeah.
They didn't have the space to like to
Yeah.
explore and like make like upgrade what they had.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a little rundown.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
whereas here they started from like a higher level of technology.
Totally.
Right.
The canvas is better. It's like
Yeah.
M1.
Yeah. All right.
It's an M1 Plaza.
I gotta, before you run out of time, I want to show you these fucking books.
Yeah, we still need to talk about interaction model for creating maps, mesh generation, topography.org, Blender geometry nodes. Whoa.
Yeah, those ones we can spend a lot of time on. I don't really
Yeah.
want to talk about most of those things actually.
You don't?
No,
Okay.
I haven't thought about them enough yet.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna be thinking about them more when I'm like approaching these topics like sequentially as I
Yeah.
make these videos.
Yeah.
And so first I'm starting with like the Persian Gulf and pathfinding,
Yeah.
wayfinding. Right?
Yeah.
And next I'm going to be focused on road design and how road intersections work, how joints work in roads, why they work that way, like where roads were first formed and where paved roads came from, and we can talk about that another time. But all
Sure.
that encompasses. Like,
Can you
most of
at
those
least-
bullet points here?
Can you add some context to the images that you shared on Twitter though?
Yeah, like.
Maybe
so,
can we pull those up?
Yeah, I
Are you
guess.
comfortable with that?
Yeah, we can. I know you want to talk about those.
It's
They're just
Gabriel.
not like
Just
the video that I put out. That's
Yeah.
gonna have these visuals is gonna bang. That's
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I want to save some.
Okay,
of
so
it.
let's save it.
So like.
I mean, this is it's still gonna hit. Like people are seeing this in this people are watching
it's
this.
got
in-
like a bunch of like this guy like, is this some air to air? I was like, I don't know how to answer that.
no, but it looks
But
beautiful. That's
it got a
why.
lot of engagement.
No,
right?
for
'Cause-
sure.
Yeah, because I think it's a very appealing aesthetic. But like,
yeah, it is. Is this the aesthetic of the game, or
I
this is
don't know. So I'm doing I'm doing a lot of like visual exploration as well, right? And I'm
Yeah.
hoping I can reuse like as much of it as possible. But I'm
Yeah.
basically building all this tooling that I'm going to be using for visualizing different concepts in these videos.
Yeah,
So like all that tooling is
could also
essentially-
be used to the game as well.
Yeah, I'll probably be reusing the game, but they're concepts
It's
like
interesting.
like how do I draw like the topography of a area of a region of the world? How do I draw like a path in that region? How do I draw annotated points with labels on them, right? And so like
Yeah.
I'm developing this toolkit which I'm going to be reusing for creating these videos, and this is just one example of how it'll look for the Persian Gulf. And so this is like that strait that I was talking about, the Strait of Hormuz,
Mm-hmm.
right? The Hajar Mountains.
I think it's cool, like where you have to make the art direction functional, like that you're thinking in that way.
Yeah, I'm
of
trying to
using
like reuse
reusable
as
art.
much as possible.
Yeah, it's
so
really
I-
cool.
Yeah, I don't have the luxury of
Yeah.
like,
Well,
coming
I
up-
think this looks beautiful, man.
Thanks.
I think it looks. I think it's like really, really, really
The
good.
elevation
I
maps
love the
do
blue.
they do all the heavy lifting.
Yeah, but I really like the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is like looking fucking awesome.
So it's just like there's just different color grading that I'm applying to like
Yeah.
the materials I'm using here.
Yeah.
And the blue is coming from like an HDRI, right? So it's
Oh.
coming from like a world what is it called? A skybox,
Yeah.
which is just like a sky texture, like a bunch of sky textures, like a 3D panoramic sky texture that I got from online.
Really cool.
Yeah. But yeah, even like what I have now, it's like even way better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but this is just in isolation.
Yeah.
We're just like this will be in isolation. No one's gonna see this. It's not gonna ruin your video.
No. I just,
Can you
yeah.
riff on this a little bit, like what's happening in this image at all?
Yeah, so like I came up with a really cool. Maybe we can talk about a bit about geometry nodes. So like some of the some of the tooling that I put together for making these videos. It's really cool, like how far you can get with Blender. When I was originally making that first trailer, that first teaser that I put out 2 weeks ago, I was like, I need an animation tool. I don't have an animation tool. There's like certain random free plugins you can get for like Figma, and there's random animation tools you can get online. But I realized like I don't want to buy like an After Effects license, and like like keyframed interpolation and animations are all features inside Blender, right? It's just a free tool, and so I ended up I realized like I could actually do like everything I need inside Blender. And so like this is all done in Blender. And the way the setup I have right now is really, really nice where so there's this tool inside Blender called geometry nodes, which allows you to use a node-based interface to create geometry, to render things in a scene, to basically essentially do anything. So like for example, you can spawn like, you know, I want to draw like 100 cubes, and you can have like a cube node, and then you can have it go to like a functional block which will insert it in 100 different places or something, right? And they'll output to like a final geometry node, and it's a crazy powerful tool. There's people that are doing like really sophisticated things with this tool. That's basically it. And so I have this one graph set up in a way where I basically just plug in like a height map texture.
Yeah.
And then it will take like the aspect ratio of that texture. It will subdivide a grid space according to like the resolution of that texture, and then it will displace the vertices in that grid. And then there's a few other cool things I'm doing where like I'll create the base terrain, and then I also have like properties for like adjusting water level, so you can like drag the water. I'm not showing any of that here. I'll show you maybe separately. You can drag. There's I have a slider. You can drag the water level up and down, and it'll respect the height map where it will
Super
realistically like fill the space as real water would.
Yeah.
And so that will allow me to visualize a lot of things like, you know, like flooding, for example, but then also allow me to have a lot of control over how I want to visualize water. And so it's
very cool.
Yeah. It's set up in a really cool way that even just setting things up in this way, I was like, shit, like I can make like a tutorial video out of that, because it's like you know, like for creating like a 3D cross section of a terrain is, it seems like it's a very useful thing. But the height maps themselves were it's really cool. Like I found this. So Robbie, go to opentopography.org. There's this resource. I think it's produced by like a university of some in La Jolla, California, and they have this. So it's a web app that hooks into the APIs of all these different satellites and space agencies, I guess, which it allows you to basically grab a slice of a data set from one of those space agencies based off what you specify here. So it's like select a region. So just zoom into Toronto, and then just select, like press select a region at the top left, and then just like drag the greater Toronto area, or Mississauga. And then you can see this, see Gebco, the second result.
Yeah.
So click on Gebco, get Gebco
Holy
sub-ice
shit,
topo
this
data.
is amazing.
So yeah, grab that. And so Gebco is like a Japanese space agency, or it's some Japanese agency that has like, it's the data set that I'm using for my videos because it has the most reliable, high quality data. So if you scroll down, Robbie,
holy shit,
there's checkboxes. So wait until you see what it gives you. So scroll down a bit more, scroll down. So there's checkboxes that you can get for, keep going. So the area's not even small. It's not big enough. So zoom out tiny bit and get a bigger area. Yeah, just get it, slightly bigger like that, and then scroll down again. And so if you check all those boxes, let's see if we can download all of these, and then scroll down even more.
You want output format IMG?
Yeah. All right, no, TIFF is fine.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. And then just put in like a dummy email. I think they require an email to download this stuff because I want to show you what the output is. So just put in whatever. I don't think. No, don't click that. Yeah, just press submit. I think they require an email. Maybe they don't. So it's
running the job now.
So it schedules a job.
Who made this website?
So in the footer, University of California, San Diego.
Wow.
And so they're communicating with the Gebco data centers, and they're grabbing like that little region that we specified with those parameters that those boxes that we checked for like slope data.
It's running a query.
Hillshade. It's running a query, and it's going to in like a few seconds, like in 10 seconds, it will give us like a download link.
This is amazing.
And so you can see like,
oh my god.
So this is all like high quality data that you can use for imaging, for reconstructing. Like it looks kind of, I don't know, it looks kind of spotty for some reason here. I mean, that's just how.
Maybe it's the area that we
or something.
Maybe it's the area we grabbed. Oh.
It looks kind of low quality for some reason. I don't know. But so you go back. So you just download everything that I gave you, and then one of the things that I gave you will be one of the things I think at the very bottom, or go back up the two links. Yeah, so like that first, like the DEM. So DEM is like a format that's used for topography. It's like it represents like a height map. I don't remember what it stands for.
Yeah.
But it's like an ultra high precision representation of like the terrain in that region, and I'm to make a long story short, like, so I'm using all these files to reconstruct like an area of the Earth that I'm going to be using for these videos, and it's very cool that this kind of stuff exists.
It is.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get it though. Is
Yeah.
it possible, Robbie?
I'm trying.
So even if you have like Blender, I could like show you how you can even visualize that, but you probably don't want to do that right now.
Yeah. Sometime in the future, we got to set it up so you can like plug into.
Yeah.
Because then
Yeah.
you can. I feel like you could like run through like.
I could show you my process. Like I show you the node graph I have set up. And,
Yeah.
you
I think
might
that'd be really cool.
Yeah, you might be really impressed by
Oh.
what? Preview can't open TIFFs, or maybe download like an image. But in any case, it's essentially just like a single value texture that represents height elevation data.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Yes.
It's so interesting how you get to discover all these different rabbit holes once you kind of like go on a mission like this.
Yeah. Like I
It's
think
so fun.
it's
You
a lot of
evolve.
fun.
You evolve as a person. Like the person you are when you start the mission and the person you are when you end, you're not the same anymore.
I think just like this video series is like something I'm really excited about, just because it's an excuse for me to get into these rabbit holes that I wouldn't otherwise have an opportunity to get into if I was
Yeah.
jumping straight into just making a game, where it's just like
Yeah.
most of that is just, a lot of it's writing code, and like it's not quite the same.
Yeah.
Whereas like I'm like really exploring this stuff from like absolute first principles,
Yeah.
and it's a really fun thing. a really
Well, it's
fun
always
exercise.
cool when you're working on a project because whenever I talk to you, then you're always in some crazy rabbit hole. And
Yeah.
that's what makes it so fun to talk to you because I'm always usually in some kind of rabbit hole too.
Yeah. Well, the next
Here,
next
mine is
video-
Ridgeway right now.
I feel like you need these rabbit holes, right? To like,
Yeah.
it
Makes life fun.
yeah. If you're not constantly learning about new things, you're not constantly being exposed to new things. Like, the fuck's the point of like being alive? Like,
Yeah, 100%.
right? You start going like the worst feeling in the world is going stagnant, right?
Yeah.
The feeling of like wasted potential, right? And at least if you're staying as busy as possible, it doesn't feel that way,
For sure.
right?
What are these books?
So like the first one is like I just started reading it. I'm reading the Iliad right now with Robbie and with Cheyenne.
Oh, cool.
We have like a little book group that we're starting.
Those are good guys to have book
Yeah.
club with.
Yeah, but I
Smart guys.
only read the Odyssey, and I never actually read the Iliad, and so I think we're going to start with that one.
This is a really nice looking book.
I
Like
have
the pages are so nice.
It's so nice. It's a really good.
This-
trend.
how much was this, dude?
It's cheap. It's just from Amazon. I bought the 2-book set, and then someone gifted me the third, the Aeneid. Aeneid. But it came like in a box set. It was like $40 or something.
But this is like so nice.
It's really nice though, right? Like with
Yeah.
like the raw edges
Yeah.
on the pages, and it's like even just the art on the cover, and like
Why do you like reading stuff like this?
this book.
Yeah.
Well, like I don't know. Why does anyone study like history, or why does anyone read anything? Just for learning.
I mean, the people are interested in different subjects for different reasons, right?
yeah.
So like, what is it about this kind of subject that's like really interesting? You just enjoy these stories.
Well, like these stories, this and the Odyssey,
Yeah.
are like they're as important as the Bible.
Yeah.
In a sense, in a historical or societal significance way, where when you like read the Bible, for example, again, I'm not like a religious person, but I read it for like the lore, because there's so much stuff in Western society, like
Yeah.
in our culture, that we don't realize actually stems
Like
from.
foundational texts that
Yeah,
influence
like-
so much of our culture.
They're derivatives of things that are like of ancient stories, of
Yeah.
ancient like poems, like Homer's, right? There's a lot of these things where like if you experience them through like if you experience like the modern version of these stories, it's less raw, I guess. It's like it's more perverted, right?
Yeah.
Whereas it's if you go straight to the foundation, there's a more of a clear, vivid description of these stories, and even just reading about like the story of the Minotaur, the Daedalus,
Yeah.
and Icarus, right? You can see like these concepts are repurposed and reused in so many aspects of Western society, right? And so many of the movies that we watch and the stories that we read. And so just like going to the foundation, I think is like, it's a really good way to just go to like the source.
Yeah.
Right. Cut all this abstract bullshit. Just go directly to the source.
Yeah. It's good, man.
Yeah.
It's really inspiring.
Yeah. I recommend reading the Odyssey though.
Yeah. You've recommended that
I
to
recommended
me.
it before. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to do it now.
You actually should. I recommend this Fagel's translation.
Yeah. Oh, so this version of that?
Yeah.
Of the Odyssey?
Write down Fagel's
Yeah.
Odyssey. It's on Amazon. You can get it for like dirt cheap, right? It's just filled with. It's just like so dense in like the in the kinds of like characters they have and the kinds of like it's very dense and it's very ancient, but also feels like that story's being made into a movie right now because you can make that story into a movie.
Christopher Nolan, right?
Yeah, because it's still such a modern story.
Such great source material.
Yeah, it's so relevant to humans like thousands of years later, where it's essentially a guy trying to get back home and getting lost along the way and going on crazy adventures and then eventually getting to home and feeling a retribution as he sees the state of his home and his family. And
I can't wait to read this.
There's like endless kind of like morals and like insights that you can derive from that could be applied to your everyday life. Like there's things I even think about to this day where I'm like, fuck, that's like, I'm just like him for real, right?
Homer is crucial to read because his Iliad and Odyssey provided ancient Greece with foundational cultural values and enduring archetypes of heroism and insights into human nature and mythology that have profoundly influenced Western civilization and literature, art, and philosophy to this day.
Yeah, like I've read ancient history. Like I did a course in university, right? I read Plato and Socrates and Aristotle. Yeah. I'm more childish, I think, in that way, where like I feel like I need kind of like a story to understand some of these concepts. Where a lot of the ancient philosophy is just like it's facts. It's rote facts about the way of life.
Are these books a good way to? Do they explore that philosophy? Like
not necessarily. I mean, it's up to how you interpret these things, right? But they're more on like the storytelling side than like what is the composition of like a human brain, or what is a spirit? Like
totally. Homer was an ancient Greek poet who is credited as the author of the Greek Iliad and Odyssey, two epic poems that are foundational works of ancient Greek literature. Most researchers believe that the poems were originally transmitted orally. Yeah. Despite being predominantly known for their tragic and serious themes. The Homeric poems also contain instances of comedy and laughter. Yeah. The Homeric poems shaped aspects of ancient Greek culture and education, fostering ideals of heroism, glory, and honor. To Plato, Homer was simply one who has taught Greece.
That's crazy.
So you're basically saying he's like the leader of all Greek culture, basically.
It's foundational.
Yeah. In Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy, Virgil refers to Homer as poet sovereign, king of all poets.
Yeah, so like this guy, these texts are like foundational to like almost every aspect of Western society, right?
This guy's like the king. Like even Plato is like he's the best.
Yeah, again, it's like it's kind of like up to disputes what the origin of these stories actually was, right? They're credited to Homer, but they're like you just read, they're transmitted orally originally. Yeah. So like I imagine they're deeply embedded in the history of ancient Greek society, and at a certain point, Homer was like, let's just write all this shit down.
Yeah, right? Could be. Yeah.
It works. Is that gonna? No, maybe not. I thought
today only the Iliad and Odyssey are associated with the name Homer. In antiquity, in antiquity, a large number of other works were sometimes attributed to him, including the Homeric hymns, the Contest of Homer and Hesiod, several epigrams, and the Little Iliad, the Nestoi, the Bade, the Kypria, the Epigoni.
So there's another story, right? That's like paired with these stories, the Aeneid, which is Virgil credited Homer as being one of the coolest guys ever. Right? The Aeneid was written by the poet Virgil, and I think it's similar subject matter, and this publishing house has like a version that if you search Aeneid that has the same art style and everything, the same cover, same like physical thing. But I think I'm gonna read this one first, and then we'll get to that one after.
What's this one now?
So this is even older, right? This is the Epic of Gilgamesh in like a comic book form.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like a manga?
Yeah. I love this book. I highly recommend you find this book. It's often like, it's usually sold out whenever I look it up. But it's got really great art style.
Oh, damn, this is dope.
It's hard. It's in that kind of like 80s newspapers art style. I haven't like gone searching for a good translation of the Epic of Gilgamesh, but I feel like I get the gist just from reading this, because it portrays the stories in a very like classical and vivid way without changing them too much to fit like modern dialect. And
this is cool. So this is how you kind of like got a gist of the Epic of Gilgamesh.
Yeah. And like the subject matter is very similar to the Odyssey, right? Where a lot of these old ancient stories are about like about acting out against the gods, right? About like demigods and heroes and responsibilities as a member of society. But then the thing that these stories explore a lot more than any of the Greek texts is there's a lot more of an emphasis on like dream interpretation, which is really, if you think about like 6,000 years ago, like asking like what the fuck is a dream, right? That's probably something you'd hold like way up here. Yeah. Where like a dream can be such an important, like now we kind of just we
dismiss it a little bit.
We dismiss dreams as like there's some bullshit that we're just going through, right?
Yeah.
But like they're used like productively in the ancient world, I think.
Yeah.
Just from reading this, which is really interesting because like dreams are interpreted as ways, like they're used as ways to guide your way through life.
Totally.
Right. It's a really cool story though.
Really cool, man.
Yeah. And even the story I mentioned of this like promised land of Dilmun, it's alluded to in this book, right? There's a book, there's a tablet inside here where they cross a great sea and they eventually arrive at this land which is where the guy that built the ark from the flood resides, and he's revealed to be like a guy who's like immortal now because the whole story is way different than it is in the Old Testament. In the Old Testament, I think like Noah is told by God to build the ark. Yeah. And he builds it, and he builds it by himself or something, or he gets a bunch of people I don't remember. It's a lot more individualistic, whereas this is about like the whole town comes together and they build this huge ark, and the guy's not even told by he's told by a minor god who like he's like kind of like mischievous, I guess, so he like gives warning to humans to like, okay, we're gonna flood this earth because it sucks. So we're like build the ark, and the whole town gets together, the whole village gets together and they build this thing. And
I can't wait to read this, man.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Try to find it on Amazon. It was it was like $20 or something. It's a really good publication though.
All right, man.
Yeah.
You're an inspiring dude. I like talking to you.
Thanks.
You're a funny guy. Every time we only get through 10% of what we need to talk about, but that's okay. We'll keep chipping away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, man. It's been fun. You're like my most common guest. Yeah. One of them. Yeah.
As in like I'm on the most often?
Yeah, well, I mean, as I've been tinkering, right? You were always down to just jump on and try it out. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's kind of
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's interesting to see how it's like just continually like improves or like whatever. Yeah. Continually like iterating on it. It's cool.
Yeah, as long as like I was saying before, I think everyone should be doing more shit.
Yeah, like what do you mean?
Everyone should be reading more.
Yeah.
Everyone should be creating more art.
Yeah.
Everyone should be thinking more.
Yeah.
Be traveling more. Everyone should be exposed to more as much as possible.
Eating more.
Like I'm hoping like by time like I'm like 50 or something, I'll be like in a place where I'm like, okay, now I know enough to be like content with who I am
I doubt it.
in the universe.
I doubt
Maybe
it.
I won't be,
No.
but I think
There's
like
gonna be some plaza. It's gonna be some different Bahrain.
probably will be.
It's gonna be something on Steam Deck 3.
But at the very least, it's better to be doing all of that than to just just
Sit around.
just sit around and just live or just exist. So
For sure, man. Ugh. Let's wrap. Thank you for everything, man.
yes, thank you.
Good shit, man.